your playbook is your class.
Cutter, Hound, Leech,
Yes,
Lurk,
yes.
Fly, Spider, Whisper.
Well, if you don't have your Blades dice, Jack, you'll need a 4d6, or you'll need to roll using the Discord bot.
Also,
We're gonna roll for a drink, but we're gonna roll for a drink Blades of the Dark style.
Okay.
Since there's no d20s here, we can't roll a d20.
Alright, how do I use this Discord bot?
I don't know, just follow the instructions and the bot instructions there.
Rolling dice in a Discord game for...
/ roll blades 4 for the number of dice.
Thank you.
You can do it in any channel. So we're gonna roll 4 dice and we're gonna calculate the results based on Blades in the Dark. So your highest dice plays. 1, 2, or 3 is a shot.
1, 2, 3 is a shot.
4 or 5, a sip. And 6, you don't have to drink.
Total.
Highest
you roll all
dice.
4 of these.
You roll 4
Nice,
dice
nice,
and you
nice.
take the highest result. This is how Blades of the Dark rolls work.
Yeah, alright.
So,
Alright.
if your highest result's a 1 to a 3, you're taking a shot. If it's a 4 or 5, you take
Holy
a sip.
fucking
If it's
shit,
a 6,
dude.
you don't have to drink. Grace already in the shot tank.
1, 2, 2, 3.
Okay, I got 4, 3, 1, 1.
Alright, so that's a sip for you. I got a 5 as my highest, so I'll take a
Yeah,
sip.
same. I got a 5 as well.
Blades in the Dark drinking is much more brutal. It's a much more brutal game.
Oh, wow. I got a 5.
Hey, that's a sip for you.
That's a sip.
So that's how Blaze works. 6 is a complete success. 5 is a success with a consequence. 4 is success with a consequence. And 1, 2, 3 is a failure. How'd that Discord bot work? Did it work?
Yeah. It worked really nicely. I did it in the Blades channel.
Yeah. Alright, so that will be how we roll for drinks here.
Alright.
4d6 give you good odds, okay? The standard roll. Alright. Is everybody in roll 20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna go session 0 today, so I'm just gonna do, half of this is gonna be introduction of the setting, in case anyone is unaware of what's going on in this game. And the other half will create characters and crews, and we'll do no playing today, and we'll do no rules today, pretty much, so. Ask questions when you have them, stop, chit chat, whatever the dealio is. And if we end up getting into rules conversations, part of the questions, that's fine, but that will be focus of next session. It's a game kind of good to learn the rules as you go, kind of way. It's a little easier.
From what I briefly read, they do seem a little easier than like Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's fairly simple, but it can get super detailed and crunchy. The more they have a lot of pieces of the system, as you add them together and use them, they can combine in really interesting ways. So, starting off here, let's see if this works. Let's see if I know how to use this thing.
How did you get your that guy? Oh, I found it. Yeah, I like that one.
It's the
I found it.
the classes.
Oh.
All right, so first thing I'm gonna do here is try and see if this works. Does that show up for you guys?
Yeah.
Greetings.
All right, yeah. Greetings, scoundrels.
Cool.
I'm just gonna read this out loud, and then that's how we're gonna do this. It's a PowerPoint presentation. Get ready, folks. Buckle in.
Okay.
I got my controller. Let's go. Next slide.
Fuck it.
Next slide.
You got your clicker, bro?
Click, click.
Where's
Next
the
slide.
slide transition? I want words flying in.
Blades in the Dark is a tabletop role-playing game about a crew of daring scoundrels seeking their fortune on the haunted streets of an industrial fantasy city. There are heists, chases, cult mysteries, dangerous bargains, bloody skirmishes, and above all, riches to be had. If you're bold enough to seize them, that is. You and your fledgling crew must thrive amidst the threats of rival gangs, powerful noble families, vengeful ghosts, the blue coats of the City Watch, and the siren song of your scoundrels' own vices. Will you rise to power in the criminal underworld? What are you willing to do to get to the top?
Wait, so we're facing against all of that?
Yes,
I'm
that's
so
the,
excited for this setting.
that's the
Yeah,
overview
yeah.
of the setting. We're gonna get a little more detailed into the setting as we go along here. But basically, Blades is a cooperative storytelling experience. Players, you guys have almost as much control of the game as I do. It's gonna be a lot of creativity. We're gonna be using all D6, and it's really there for you to just have fun with your character. This is not Pathfinder D&D. It's not a tactical RPG. We may have zero 5-foot square maps. We might see 0 5-foot square maps. It's a lot of theater of the mind, a lot of describing what you're doing. You know, Gino, all those times where you say, "Can I do this?" In this game, it's always going to be a yes. You can roll your dice and do it. So this is the kind of game we're playing. It's not a tactical RPG. You're not sitting around waiting for me to tell you what to do. You're not looking to the book to read it, like what every item is or what every skill is. No D20s. This is not a hero's epic story. You guys are bad people. Bad people doing bad things. This is not like the triumphant story of the hero. Like you live in a city of a bunch of bad people, so keep that in mind as we go along in this game. That's what we're playing. All right, did that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the
All
setting.
right,
world
I know how to use
as it
this
was.
thing. Hey. This is the setting. The world as it was. A millennia ago, before the shattering of the Isles, the world was bright and gleaming. Magic and wonders walked hand in hand beneath the light of a golden sun. Then, 1,000 years ago, the cataclysm broke the world.
Deathwing.
Yeah, Deathwing. A good way to describe it. classic tale. Now, the material world, the sun has been splintered. Its embers gleam weakly in the sky at dusk and dawn. At all other times, darkness reigns. The moon, by the year looming ever closer, occasionally refracts and creates dimmer sisters as though it's being seen through some fractured crystalline surface. So, it gives you a weird vibe there when the moon's out. There are stars, but they don't act quite normally. The void sea that separates the Shadow's Isle is no longer water. It's become something else. It's an inky liquid which star-like points of light can be seen dancing. So, the immaterial world, what lies beyond the physical, the metaphysical space. The power of true sorcery has faded since the Cataclysm. Nobody really knows why, so there's less magic than there was before. And since Cataclysm, the world has been suffused by what people call the ghost field. It's the omnipresent fuzz of spectral energy, always just at the corner of the mind's eye. So, imagine this is like there's a lot of ghosts everywhere. There's ghosts, a lot of ghost themes. It's like a steampunky kind of world. So like a Peaky Blinder, but you add ghosts and magic to it.
Yeah.
So is it like Insidious, where there's like another realm of shit going on, or is it like a shared plane kind of a thing?
Both and neither.
Both and neither. Okay.
This is Blades in the Dark. As we play, you get to decide basically. That's going to be a lot of it. These are going to just be like the general setting stuff, and pretty much all those details. It's vague enough that they basically let you decide. So we could play it like that, or we could not play it like that. You know, so it's very, very interesting. So that kind of detail we'll discover as we tell our story. And then if we tell more stories in this realm, then that kind of sets the canon for how our Blades in the Dark, our Dustfall, kind of operates. Bum, 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 bum. Moving on. The people of Dustfall. Obviously, humans are pretty much all that remain of the multitude of races that existed before the Cataclysm. So, theoretically, before the Cataclysm, you know, it was like a normal fantasy RPG kind of world. Everything exists. But after this Cataclysm, shit got fucked up. Now there's demons, immortal, soulless embodiments of primal forces and dark desires. They walk the earth. Some take human form and speech. Some are metaphysical. You know, it's something to play with. These big mythical beasts called leviathans. They're considered some of the greatest demons. They're just massive, huge creatures that live in the void sea. Their blood is the fuel mankind burns to keep the darkness at bay. So we use like basically spark to like as energy, as power. There's no like traditional electricity. It's all powered by spark, and this spark comes from Leviathan blood. So there's a whole set of people in the world called Leviathan hunters. All they do is go out there and try to fucking kill and capture these beasts.
There's no sun, right? There's no solar power.
There's no sun, so you can't have solar power. You can't. That has a lot of ramifications. You can't grow crops, right? So if you can't grow crops, you can't raise livestock. The main diet is mushrooms and eels. That's the two main things they eat. If you're rich and wealthy, obviously you got a way to get veggies and beef and steaks and stuff. But for you shitty little scoundrels, you live on a diet of mushrooms, and if you're lucky,
like
you'll
We're
get a
literally eating Fastivius every day.
You live on fucking nasty
Man,
mold.
some chanterelle mushrooms with some fucking nice little unagi. Let's
No. These are, think of the worst mushrooms, and that's what we eat here.
We're somehow not dying or
If you
high.
heard about a shipment of enoki coming into the city, you probably set up a heist to steal it. That's probably
Yeah.
a good steal. You may not even think of trying to heist for a steak, because that might be too high profile, bring too much heat. That's what we're talking about here. So yeah, no sun brings a lot of problems in terms of, yeah, that's why the power has to be weird, the food and everything. So a little more on what you asked earlier. Living beings are connected to the ghost fields in ways not really well understood, so we get to kind of define that. The gates of death are broken in the cataclysm, so souls kind of linger around. They leave an imprint on the ghost field. Ghosts can take up like different kind of forms, but generally ghosts are vengeful and hunger for the warmth of the living. So most ghosts are not very friendly. Most ghosts may have ulterior motives if they do seem friendly. Most ghosts really just want to be alive again. So keep that in mind if you happen to be interacting with a ghost. Unless you want to become a ghostbuster, maybe. I'm gonna let me take you guys to a quick map first.
Guess we're not getting any ghost candies here.
Ghost candy's a hot commodity here. Let's see if I can find. Did I save a map here? I think it's on the handouts. Let's see. Refer to the handout of the Shattered Isles. You guys see that in the handouts?
I see it.
Do you have
Your
to,
Shattered
do you have
Isles
to click it? Did you guys pop up
there
here,
you
guys?
Yeah, it popped up. Yep.
So these are the Shattered Isles. After the Cataclysm, these kind of all broke off. The black stuff is the inky sea we talked about. Akaros is where the main city is. That's where Dustfall is. It's inside Akaros. All these other ones are kind of offshoots. So you guys have these hands up to review later, but I'll take you through a blurb of each of the places real quick. Akaros, that's, like I said, that's where the seat of the Immortal Empire is, who's reigned for a millennium. Yeah, rich people can live longer than scoundrels can. So this game, your life may be short. It's okay. This game, your characters may get injured, and you may want to bring a new character because they're too fucked up and they need a heal. That's okay too. So in this game, your character kind of can go. We can have a cast of characters moving in and out. You may say like, oh, for this thing, my character's not going to be very useful. I'm going to bring a different character. So the idea is you're a gang together. You're a crew. So there's more than just you guys assumed in the crew.
So it's like it's better to think of like, I mean, obviously you have like individual characters, but thinking of the crew is kind of like the main character for us.
Yeah, so the crew will have its own character sheet, and you guys will be working to build that as well as your individual characters. So that's a good way to think of it. So Akaros, the when you see primary ethnicity Western European, that's just to give you guys an idea of like what the people are kind of like. So if you're gonna make someone from Akaros, they're gonna have like a Western European look or feel or accent. The Dagger Isles are Corsairs and Merchants. They're wild and exotic. Think of Pacific Islanders. If people from Arubia is the Desert Kingdom, they love working with the demons. I guess could be a what's that guy from Naruto? What's the sand dude?
Oh, Gara?
Garo.
Yeah. So their Arubians are considered like Africans in the Middle Easterns. Severos, it's the plains and nomadic. They're ghost hunting horsemen. They say Asian here, but I like to think they're like Dothraki.
Okay.
Severos and Dothraki to me go hand in hand. I don't know. Then there's Skovlin. That's where all the oppressed, subjugated empire. They just got kicked out normally. So there's North Europeans. That's I think like maybe Viking style people. Yeah. Sweden, those kind of people. Tycheros, they're semi-mythical far across the Void Sea. There, people say they used to have demon blood. They're really. You can get more detailed into this, and we'll do it after the session. Like if you want to tie in more details about how your characters looks. Once you pick these, you can go look up some more information on kind of their look and stuff. So we use the processed ectoplasm, like I mentioned earlier. That's the blood as the energy source. Ghosts are made up of semi-solid ectoplasmic vapor, so you'll see a theme of ectoplasm kind of running in the underlying workings of the city and the connection between the ghost field and the demons and the people. Most of this area we showed on the map here is covered in Deathlands. It's basically uninhabited area that was just ruined by the cataclysms, barren, and just full of fucking ghosts and weird, beastly animal demon stuff. So it's super dangerous. So most people don't go outside the walls of the city. But there could be some lucrative scores to take part in outside the city, just being it's so dangerous. So yeah, lots of ghosts outside the city. Don't go out there if you.
We
plan
start
on
in Duskhall,
living.
right?
Yeah. We'll start in Duskhall. That's a pretty basic place, this city, but technically we could homebrew starting anywhere. But Duskhall is the standard setting of the game. So more about Dustfall. It's funny you say Dustfall. This is the north tip of Akaros. It's the home port to the where all the Leviathan hunter ships are. They prowl the northern Vale Sea, and they bring out most of the electroplasm that all the people use. They use the lightning rails to ship the ectoplasm across Akaros and to the other isles. Obviously, when those lightning trains with super valuable ectoplasm leave the city, it's going through those wastelands we talked about. So it's highly volatile and dangerous at that point.
So all the islands are connected by lightning trains.
Yep, lightning trains are the main form
Fueled.
of travel, like long distance
Fueled by
travel
spark.
in this game. Yeah, the other form of travel is boats, obviously. So lightning train and boat, two most common things. I think it's safe to say maybe they have wagons and stuff, but there's no like cars and motorcycles and shit because there's no gas, right? Unless someone creates electroplasm motorbikes, you know? Who knows?
Electroplasm or spark?
Electroplasm. Sorry, when I said spark earlier, I misspoke. Spark is like a drug.
Okay.
Spark is a drug. I got
Right.
excited.
Is there a website where we can buy plates for our Spark?
Ray just got that already. What do you mean?
Spark plate.
Wait.
The city is unable to expand, so instead of growing outwards, it grows upwards. There's a little bit of city space left. Think about like cities being built, not as much as skyscrapers, but more like cities get built on top of cities, if that makes sense. So there's the underground kind of level, and then there's like an old city level, and then there's like levels being on
Like
top.
Seattle.
Yeah, so there's less. It's not done when you're picturing it. You're not picturing New York skyscrapers. You're not picturing dilapidated cities, especially in the like seedier spots where you'll be hanging out for the most of the time because you're seedy individuals. Obviously, in the rich places, in the rich cities, they look really nice and mansiony, but that's few and far between. The city is also home to a large number of factions. They're all interested in either protecting what they have or taking what belongs to others, or some combination of the two. And that's where you come in, at the bottom, hungry for more, time to carve out your own turf. So, this faction mechanic will be really important to the game. So basically, your crew is, for lack of better terms, is a faction. I'll show you how many factions are in this game. I think I have something here. Let's take you here to a secret page. But this is how many factions exist in the world, in the base world. This is not. This is all the stuff they give you stuff. So you have underworld factions. You have institutions. You have labor and trade factions, like unions. You have citizens, so the people count as a faction. And then you have fringe faction, like really weird.
Trying to join the Church of
people on the
Ecstasy.
outside. So, everything you do in the world, and we'll get into this more, and you'll see it kind of shape up as we build your characters and the crew. The things you do, you'll see right now, they're all like +0 right here. We'll be adding these things to a sheet you guys will have access to, and you'll see when you say like, let's say Lord Skurlock asks you to go rob something from the crows. So you complete that, your reputation with Skurlock goes up, your reputation with the crows go down, and all that things will have effect of. Some of it has a mechanical effect on your rolls. So when you roll against certain factions, your reputation with them will come into play. And some of them have just flavor repercussions that will come out in the story-wise. So it's a really unique mechanic that's really cool. So the world is living. All these things, they have little icons next to them. It's kind of hard to read. They're kind of small here, but those determine like their power and their holdings. So if you're a level 0 scoundrels, you don't want to go up against level 5 Ministry of Preservation, right? they're a little bigger and more powerful than you. Maybe you do want to go up against. Maybe that's what you guys are about, but just keep those kind of things in mind. Some named ones here are the blue coats. They're basically the cops. The blue coats are the cops here in the middle. The inspectors are kind of people who, it's kind of like detectives. The Sparkrights are kind of like the people that are like doing magic stuff and trying to like figure out better ways to use the ectoplasm and stuff like that. And the Spirit Wardens are like, so when you kill people in Blaze of the Dark, it leaves a mark on the spirit realm. So if you kill someone and you don't have the means to hide that you've killed someone, not only in the physical world but in the spirit world, these Spirit Wardens come out and they can find out who did the killing, and they can fucking I don't want to say torture you, but they can interrogate you, and they're very hard to lie to, so keep that in mind also. It's not as much murder hobo unless you build specifically into being a murder hobo, or else you can get in longer and take them into trouble. So it forces you to think of how do we solve this without just killing the guy? Because once you get the Spirit Wardens on you, it gets ugly quick.
Oh, it's like RIP.
Yeah.
The RIPD, whatever.
Yeah.
RIPD. All right. Any questions on settings? Make sense?
Yeah.
Do you guys know what we're gonna play? Get it now?
Yep.
All right. Do you guys want to build your characters first, or do you guys want to build your crew first? The book says do characters then crew. I think doing the crew first sometimes makes it easier to do the characters, but you guys can decide what we want to do first.
I think I kind of like the idea of the crew first. I don't know.
I'm fine with whatever.
Crew, select crew.
I like the crew first. Why not?
That's just great. Fuck the
Yeah,
book.
if you think there's advantages for that, then yeah.
Well,
I think
it's
so.
just
You
like-
know what kind of
Yeah.
team you are, then now you can fit a guy into the team a little better. Instead, you make a guy and then you make a guy who's sneaky, and then you pick a team who just goes around and beats everybody in the face, and you're like, what do I need to be sneaky for? You know. So.
Yeah.
Plus, we also get to like collaboratively like create something together, and then we kind of understand the process. So
I
when
mean,
we go to
we
characters,
have Jack, so I think the crew's gonna beat them in the face.
Hey.
I think okay. We'll start with crew
I'm no
because
grouch.
because there'll be more discussion than the crews and
Let's
less
fucking go.
discussion. I think.
Well, and I think like what you kind of said earlier is like we'll have characters coming in and out of our crew, like this big cast of characters.
Yeah.
And the crew is kind of like what we want to succeed at the end of the day.
Yeah, because your character probably, if you want your crew to be level 5, let's say, the beginning characters are probably not there anymore by that point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, so we're gonna jump right now to
Let's fucking go.
the crew section, the second to last step here. We're just gonna go straight to crew, and boop, boop, boop. Here we go. So this will be the list. Oh, is this not working? Oh,
I
it
see
is
crews.
working. Okay, there you go. Oh, my other screen. I've been blocking it the whole time with this handout.
Are you kidding me, Grace? I already see what I want to like vote for. Do you see it?
So here's the different kind of crews. I can give more
Bravo.
info about them if you want, but I'm gonna. I know what Jack wants, but I'm gonna go out. So we have assassins, murderers for hire. You got bravos, mercenary, thugs, and killers. You have a cult crew, which are acolytes of a deity. You have hawkers, which are vice dealers. You have shadows, which are thieves, spies, and saboteurs. There's smugglers, who are suppliers of illicit goods. And you have vigilante, who are deluded avengers. We can get more detail into these if we need it. But we'll start with Jack. Jack, what's your first choice?
I want to be a hawker. I don't know if I can sell and deal all day.
Oh,
Grace, which one do you like?
I'm voting for Shadows.
Shadows. Okay. Alex.
Hawkers though was my second pick, so I'm down for Hawkers too.
smugglers,
Good smuggler. I always think a good smuggler.
suppliers of illicit goods.
Yeah. Gino, which one's speaking to you?
vigilantes for some reason.
Oh, we all four went. Well, so the top three are out.
So we got hawkers, shadows, smugglers, and vigilante as exciting things. Let me see if we pull up handout here.
We're not like hamstrung to one thing though, right? Just because we pick one.
No, okay, so the way it works is same with your characters. If you see the sheet, so you'll pick a crew, and then different crews have different bonuses or like skills or pluses, right? So like if you pick a shadow crew, maybe everyone's more stealthy, right? Across the board, everybody that's in your crew gets a bonus to stealth, for example, right? And the same thing when you pick a character, right? If you pick a character who's an X or Y or Z, your skills that you have to choose from match that character, obviously. And the second part is XP. The way you earn a lot of XP in this game, and the game's designed to. The way you earn XP is by playing a good role-playing session and role-playing game. So, like, if you're a smuggler crew and you do a job that involves smuggling, you get more XP than if you do a job that's just beating someone up. So what you pick here determines like the play style. So you can have many different games. Like each crew will like have a whole different experience just in terms of like what kind of jobs you're doing and how you accomplish those jobs. Because you have one job and you have 7 different crews. Each crew would accomplish that job differently, right? So it gets very unique like that. So if we pull up, let's pull up a hawker. The first one here is hawkers. So I'm gonna pull up the hawkers. Can you guys see this? Or do you have to pull it up? Let's see. I think you guys have to pull it up yourself. You guys don't see it, right?
No.
See,
Yeah,
No.
the player sheet. How do I make this come up?
Shadows.
We
Oh
just
no, we're
click
looking
it.
at Hawkers first, right? Hawkers, there we go.
Yeah, so click on the Hawker's character sheet.
What character sheet is that? The PDF that you had us
The
download?
third button on the very top right.
If you go to your journal, and the third button on your top right of your roll 20,
Oh.
it looks like a little. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a handout if you scroll down called Hawkers.
Yeah. Oh, Cruise Hawkers. Oh shit, son. Okay.
So this is an example of a crew sheet here. So you'll see what I was talking about. This one's already pre-filled out a little bit, but everything on here is a little different for each different crew. So you'll have different, like if this little boxes here that says layer and different places you can expand your territory or your influence on. You have a different set of crew upgrades there in the top right. In the bottom left, every crew has a different set of special abilities. But if you scroll down, you'll see the XP marker. The first box is basically tells you like what you need to do for your specific type of crew. So in order to get extra XP as a hawker, you should be trying to do jobs that acquire supply, execute clandestine or covert sales, or secure new territory. If we pull up another one like Shadows, their way to get XP is different. You gotta execute a successful burglary, espionage, robbery, or sabotage operation. So maybe you guys take a couple look at the different XP triggers here of the 4 we're looking at, and see if that helps you eliminate some. Or you guys fight it out right now in a verbal war on whose idea is gonna win. I like second option, but you can do the first.
I think we should also vote second option. See who we're leaning towards if our first option isn't selected.
Oh, I kind of like Hawkers now. Now that I look at this,
Yeah, so it's pretty cool, like the different stuff options.
I think I'm more of a Hawkers guy now that I read it.
I do like Shadows though. Like Shadows is what I kind of like was mentally expecting coming into it too.
I think that's like it's one of the ones where you think of when you think of the setting, it's the first one you think like,
Yeah.
oh, this makes sense.
And just based off of all of our conversations about it, that's what I've like kind of mentally
Maybe that means
thought.
it's too vanilla to pick.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I'm more Hawkers now.
I like Shadow.
You're dropping
Interview.
you're dropping the smugglers. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, so we're down to hawkers, shadows, and vigilantes.
Vigilantes. It's different. I like that too. Just because I'm pretty sure that's gonna give us a lot to do. Interfere with criminal scores.
Basically cop.
Acquire product supply, execute
Well,
clandestine
you're a
covert
vigilante.
sales.
Like you're going
Like
around.
shitty Batman.
You think
Shitty
you're doing
Batman.
good, but you're probably not.
Batman.
Yeah, we're like the Punisher. That's how I
Yeah.
see it, dude.
The Punisher, yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah.
But
Let me pee real quick.
Except we need to like fucking exercise after we exercise the area after we kill somebody. Oh, Christ compels.
exercise. Yeah, right. Hey, like Constantine and
Yeah.
Punisher, bro. We got this, dude.
Oh man, now you're making it sound really cool. Let me read Hawkers again.
If you have any questions on anything you're reading here, how it works, we can go into that a little bit too. So
Oh, you can get hooked. Your gang members use your product.
Add the savage. Fuckers. Acquire product.
I honestly like. I think I might be leaning more towards Shadows actually, just because I think like
might be the
Mentally, I
easiest
wanna-
introduction of the
Come
one
to
three
the
we
dark
have here.
side.
Shadows might be the easiest as a first time play kind of crew.
well, it like kind of fit with what I was like excited for. I mean, I love bartering. We all know this. There's this Egyptian side of me that comes out and is like, alhamdulillah, come on, give me the good deal, huh? But I don't know. And I've been like thinking about this, like Mistborn and fucking Dishonored all mixed together. I think I'm gonna lean Shadows in the end of the day. I think we should do Hawkers if we create another gang though.
Hoggers!
That's
now,
I think
now we got 2 on Shadows.
Yeah, I like
those don't
shadows.
sound like carrots.
Nope.
Oh, you bringing out the snacks now? I got a snack.
Snack, snack.
Snack time? Oh.
So Gino says he's okay with the Shadows as his number 2. Alex?
Shadows again.
What are you guys eating? What are your snacks? What kind of pretzels?
What? We'll get it.
I'll get them. Where did it? Just bought them. Oh, they're there.
I want to sell product.
Look, you can be a Shadow, and
still
your
sell
crew
drugs,
can be a
right?
Shadow, and your
Exactly.
character can be selling product if you really want.
Yeah, I mean, shadows
be your
still need
thing.
muscle if shit goes wrong. Like, we can fit anybody into whatever crew we decide.
Yeah, like you can be a drug dealer on the side and a
I think like
Shadow crew. This is
Or-
just your team, like your crew team.
I'm totally with you, Alec. Like I like Hawkers. I think I want to start with Shadows, but we can still sell drug stock.
Hey, if we all TPK, the next crew is gonna be Potty Wampus Egyptian wares.
Yeah. No, Chano! Come around. Very good, very good. I don't know how to do the different accents.
The only thing that confuses me with Hawker is that last bullet point. Express the goals, drives, inner conflict.
Everybody has that.
Sole nature of the crew.
That will come into play once we fill this out. We'll get a little more details in there.
Oh, okay.
Those are just bonus ways to make XP. The one that's
Yeah,
different
on
between
all of
everybody
them,
is the
it's
first one. Yeah.
I just want one big heist. That's it. I just need one big heist.
And
I'm out.
Okay. Okay. I'm okay with Shadows. We can steal the
Yeah?
stuff I need to make.
We're gonna lock in the Shadows. Yeah.
It's my first choice, so I'm happy with it.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
so we're gonna bring up
Oh,
the crew here. So there's a crew sheet on the top there. This will be your guys' crew sheet.
Crew sheet on the
We're
top.
gonna fill it out right now. I forgot to open one more piece of paper that I'm gonna need right now. Give me a second to put it on. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Why is it
P?
Yes, yes. One more second here. Alright.
Ooh. Velocino.
Right here.
Grab a beer and then we're gonna create this crew. Give me a second. Gotta
Okay.
have it. I need a drink.
Oh, yes, sir.
So, Jackie boy, I see your boxes have multiplied.
No, it's the same amount.
Is the same amount?
Yeah,
Oh,
same amount. The guy's supposed to come paint and do fucking ceiling
All right,
fans.
I grabbed a beer and some more hard alcohol because I figured then we might as well make a roll before we
Oh,
we gotta roll
no.
out of the way.
we gotta wait for Gino to show up with his snacks.
Snicker snacks.
Oh, I
snicker
almost
snack.
grabbed. I had still some Chopo Chico from like a long time ago. Someone brought over. I almost grabbed it out the fridge. Then I decided I wasn't a bitch.
Ha.
I got the Einstock. Where's
Right
Gino, dude?
I've got the juicy, hazy
Right here.
IPA from Sierra Nevada.
so
Nice.
grocery outlet has these cheese whisks for 99 cents
Oh,
now.
those are good. I like those.
I've seen
Bro,
them at
Costco sells a big
Costco.
bag. It's on sale right now.
It's on sale.
Big
Yeah,
bags on sale at Costco right now.
these are so good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
All right, let's
We
do a
rolling?
roll here. Roll, Rick, roll, Rick, roll.
Oh, we're rolling.
Oh, I got a 4.
I got 2
Four.
6s.
2 6s. That's a crit. That's give a shot.
Oh.
2
Give a shot.
6s in this game is a crit.
Oh,
So-
I got 2 6s too.
Oh.
Oh. This is a brutal game.
2 6s is give a shot because it's a crit.
I got a 4, so I'm gonna take my set.
Cheers. What'd you get, Grace?
Hey,
I got 5.
No, you got a 6.
That's a.
That's a 6.
Oh, I got 1 6.
Yeah.
Come on, Grace.
Yeah,
You don't
one
have to do anything.
It's
All
a
right,
blade.
2. Give a shot.
take a shot, Grace.
What the actual fuck, dude?
Now you gotta take a shot with Grace.
The couple curse.
You just suck dick.
Oh yeah. This
I
is
didn't
how-
kill Grim, and this is how you pay me back.
Yeah. It's tradition, Grace.
Sorry.
Bless you, bless you.
Sorry.
Today?
Should have moved my mic. My bad.
So yeah,
I took everyone with the Lakers, so how dare you?
in this
Yeah.
in this game, if you roll 2
It wasn't
6s,
enough, Grace.
That's a critical.
So if you roll 2s, 1s, and 2s, that's a crit fail, right?
No, there's no really crit fail in this game.
But if you did 2 6s and 2 1s, you'd
I
still
mean-
crit, right?
Yeah, because this game is based off your highest dice. So
Okay.
the only way to roll 2 1s is to roll all 1s, right?
Cheers.
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 Ah, yeah, I love it. All right, so we're gonna fill out this crew sheet together. So first thing we're gonna do
Filling it
is
out. Let's go.
click this. Everybody open it, so you should be able to see me editing it while you guys have it open.
What?
We
Nope.
went with
Okay.
just
I
wait.
just see Cruz.
What did you click?
Same thing. You go to your handouts. You see the crew one on the top.
Oh, the crew.
Yeah.
Did you
open
edit
that
anything?
handout.
'Cause I
Not
don't
yet.
see
No.
it.
Right now I'm
I
gonna
see.
type in. We picked shadows, right? So I'm gonna type shadows in. Boom. You guys see
Oh,
it
okay.
switch to
Yeah,
shadows
yeah,
now?
I see
Oh,
that.
it changed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is
Yeah,
how
yeah.
the character sheets and crew sheet work. Pay attention because someone will be responsible for this crew sheet here when we're done today.
I'll do it.
Sounds about right.
All right,
But
so
proposal, crew name Shades in the Dark.
What's in the dark?
Shades in the Dark.
Puppies in the dark.
Shades.
all right, hold your
Shadows,
name.
Shades
we're
in the
shades
dark.
in the
Hold all your
dark.
name
Double
ideas
down.
to the end.
50 Shades in the
have
Dark.
A conversation
50,
for
okay,
names.
I like 50 Shades in the Dark too. That's pretty good. 50 Shades. 50 Shades. I like that.
You remember,
You're just
like,
saying dark in the dark. That's what you're saying.
We're
50
doubling
Shades of
down
Poppy.
on the.
remember,
50
this crew name is how other people in the city are gonna know you guys. So if you're
Oh,
called,
yeah.
they don't know that they live inside a game called Blades in the Dark. So 50 Shades in the Dark may be a pun for us, but in the game it wouldn't make sense. They're gonna be like,
I mean, really,
"Who's
it's up
this
to
crew?" But it's up to you guys.
to Ray and how they interpret it.
Maybe. All right, so we all start. All the crews start at tier 0, with the stronghold 0 rep and 2 coin. I think.
Stronghold. What is that?
Where's Stronghold at?
So you see how it has the little red click on stronghold.
Yeah.
No boxes in tier, and
Little
Coin
circles.
should be 2 coin. I don't know why it wasn't here.
So is like hold like stronghold is not like our base. It's like our hold on the area that
Yes,
we're in.
that's the strength of your hold, of your layer, of your influence, of your territory. So,
Layer that thing
yeah.
there.
So we got tier 0, we've got stronghold. Moving on. We'll choose our initial reputation and layer. So initial reputation, you're gonna choose how the other underworld factions see you. After, let's see, initial reputation. So your options are, or something else, I'll give you a list of ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, or strange. Or you could pick something else I didn't say there. How do other people? What is other people's thought about who you are? What's your
We
reputation?
have Gino. It's strange.
Wow. Oh, Gino.
And so you
Here.
get XP when you do things to enhance your reputation. So if your reputation is strange, the more strange things you do, the more XP you're gonna get. So one of the XP trackers, if you see on the left, is third bullet point. Doing something that aligns with your reputation.
Where's the list of those things?
It's in the player's handbook, in the crew creation section, number 2. That's a separate download. That would have been the big PDF I sent you.
Got it.
Yes. Ambitious,
Choose your-
brutal, daring,
Brutal,
honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, or strange.
Okay.
Or any
not
other adjective
professional.
you guys want.
I like strange.
I think strange.
Definitely not professional. I could say ambitious would be a good one too, but strange probably fits us the best.
Definitely not subtle.
No, subtle, professional, definitely not.
Subtle shadows would be really good. They'd be really good shadows.
Yeah. Too bad that's not how we play anything.
Strange is good though. I like strange. Strange is fun.
I like
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
likes strange. We're gonna lock it
Yeah.
in here.
Grouch every once in a while to pop in and do something super
All right, so you got a
strange.
strange reputation, and we're gonna pick where your guys' layer will be right now. Just close this handout real quick. I'll swap you over to a map where we can pick our layer location. Let me just find my 1000 screen. Nope, that wasn't it either.
Come out
There
in the
it is.
rain when you're strange.
Alright, we're gonna go
When you're
to
strange.
this one. So here's the map. You guys see the screen? Map of Dustfall.
Yes, sir.
So we can have our layer anywhere. There's the docks. Obviously, we talked about that. That's where all the ships are located. The big Leviathan hunters go out of there. You'll see all these kind of cities have like waterways where smaller ships can go between. I guess I should probably bring up descriptions for you of the locations. That will probably be helpful.
Is the map lagging for anyone else?
No.
Yeah, it's probably the whatever your settings for streaming earlier. You didn't switch it back, right?
No, I did not.
Yeah, that's probably why you're lagging.
Fucking Alec.
Shit sucks, dude.
Oh
I
my.
remember I sent you guys the interactive map. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here, at least to reach you a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember reading that thing.
That thing was super cool, but at least I can give you a little more explanation on the different cities there. It's different parts of the cities for you.
Pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, much better.
There you go. Dustfall map with districts. I think this is fun. Load up. All right. Let's see. Does this one have the information I'm looking for? All right. I'm gonna go through each one and read it so you guys have a better idea. The docks of Dustfall are ancient, going back to the days before the Cataclysm, when the area was a colony town of the old Skov Kingdom. Today, some commerce has shifted to the new electro rail lines of the Imperium, but the docks are still bustling with cargo haulers, fishing boats, and the prestigious Leviathan hunter ships that provide raw materials that keep the city running. So that's the docks. We'll go clockwise around here. White Crown, which is probably going to be not possible for you guys to have a layer with. That's the fancy place. White Crown sits on top of Grand Peak on the island across North Hook Channel from the city proper. From this lofty height, the Lord Governor's stronghold oversees all, flanked by the grand estates of the most powerful nobility and extravagantly, wow, can't read. That's an easy word, I should have known. Extravagantly appointed campus of Dustfall Academy. White Crown is a rich and rarefied world unto itself. Most citizens live out their entire lives in the city without ever once crossing the bridge to the glittering spires of wealth and power here. So you can't make your place in White Crown, but just good to know that's the rich and fancy place. Next one over there is Brightstone. Brightstone is home to many of the wealthiest and most influential citizens of Duxfall. Its streets are broad and paved under the bright electric lights. Its canals are sparkling and clean with perfumed water. Its houses are all of fine pale marble blocks, rich timbers, and intricate iron works. There are cultivated parks fed of radiant energy, lavish restaurants and cafes, jewelers, tailors, and other luxurious shops. Street side vendors are forbidden here. No street side vendors allowed.
No parking on the street.
We saw someone shit on the streets. We saw them killed by the police. The blue coats killed them.
Spacious atmosphere punctuated by the occasional carriage or marching blue coat patrol. So this is the rich area. The one north is like the rich and political area. You know, it's like if you
like
get
royalty, Congress, Parliament. Would live there.
yeah.
And Brightstone's where the rich, like Bezos people would live.
Under Brightstone, we have Charter Hall and Six Towers. Charter Hall is going to be the site of the first major construction in the city in the days before the Cataclysm. The old wall upon which was built the first lightning barrier in the Empire still stands, in partial ruin around the district. The area is now the civic offices of the government, including the courts, licensing, taxation, banks, blah blah blah. City officials and students at Charter Hall University live here, along with captains of the imperial industry who prefer reside within the sites of their fortune. So Charter Hall was like Old Town. That's Old Town. It started as just Charter Hall, and then they grow bigger and bigger and bigger. The city. Six Towers. Six Towers. You have the formerly prestigious district has faded over the centuries into a pale shadow of what it once was. The eponymous Six Towers were originally the grand residence of Dustfall's first noble families. All but two, Balmore House and Rowan House, have been sold off and converted into cheap apartments or fallen into ruin and abandonment. This district has an empty, haunted feel, with many sprawling old buildings, dark without power, broad stone streets cracked and buckled, and the fires of squatters crackling the overgrown lots. This was Rich Town before they had a Rich Town, and they all left here and said, fuck, this place sucks. Underneath that, we have Coleridge and the night market. Coleridge will be home to most of the machinists, industrial laborers, factories of cities. It's cramped, soot choked, loud, spewing dense clouds of black smoke, showers of spark burning. The old elevated train lines have once hauled coal, now carry heavy equipment, raw materials through many of the ancient tracks, and cars have been abandoned squatters who've converted them into makeshift homes. So that's the industrial part of Dustfall. The night market name probably gives it away, but it's a district dominated by commerce, situated near the rail station. Night market receives the bulk of sellable goods from the cargo trains that travel across the Imperium, bringing the exotic and rare to Dustfall. The citizens that call night market home constitute a new class of elites, wealthy people who are not of noble descent but nevertheless claim land, status, and power without titles. The district has been taken over by new construction, introducing lavish private townhouses with all the modern advances for elites that can't afford them. It's like a hipster town, right? Sounds kind of hipster, right? A little bit of hipster going on.
Sure, Alec and Grace want to go there.
We got Dunslow at the bottom there. That is a ghetto for the destitute poor of the city, as well as the site of Ironhook Prison. You're probably not gonna make your base here either because it's close to the prison. No one wants to be by there. But it was a ghetto neighborhood for families of prisoners. But over the years, the extreme poverty and neglect have worn it down into a sodden ruin. A vicious cycle plays out here. Crime driven by desperation, arrest, incarceration, and release back to Denslow, giving Iron Hook an endless supply of laborers to exploit. So that's like real life. Denslow is like real life.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't want to role play in real life. To the west of Denslow, you have Barrowclept. That's home to all the laborers and the overseers of the Ministry of Preservation who attend the Radiant Energy Farms of Dustfall. Dusty rural district is simply wooden buildings of only 1 or 2 stories, wide dirt roads to accommodate large cargo vans. Farmers of Barclef are argued into tight-knit family base. They're proud of their rural city's welfare and hold themselves apart from them city folk across the river. The outsiders are welcome here for honest trade, but are met with cold suspicion otherwise. It is sick town over there, Barclef.
I reckon you come over to Barrel Clef and you might get a shotgun to the face. You know what I'm saying, man? Don't come around here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you
Nell,
want
Nell, is that you?
It's Nell.
Nell.
Silk Shore is a crisscross of narrow canals. It's a district best navigated by gondola. Most visitors to this Redland district do. Brothels, vice dens, food stalls, and exotic shops all perched at the waterside, ready to satisfy the appetite of the clientele. No questions asked. Silk Shore is a place of public indulgence and private indelicacy, catering to every pleasure imaginable, as well as some that strain the boundaries of fantasy. Silk Shore sounds like a good place. We have
like Silk Shore.
Yeah. Charhowell, next to that, is a crowded district home to the bulk of the workforce. Servants, dockers, sailors, stockyard and cellar workers, cabbies, so on. It's cheap, noisy, cramped, and sweltering from cook fires and hissing steam pipe. But there's a familiar camaraderie among its residents that you won't find anywhere else. The people of Charhallow are a true community, brought together by circumstance but bound by the ties of mutual support and care, in stark contrast to cutthroat ruthlessness that constitutes business as usual in the rest of the city. Suburbia.
Blinder. Right.
And last but not least, we have Crows Afoot. Crows Afoot is a crossroads merging many qualities of its neighboring districts: the illicit vices of Silk Shore, the labor trade of the docks, the poverty of Charhallow, and the classic architecture of Charter Hall. The district is a patchwork of both held together and threatened to be torn apart by the menagerie of competing street gangs and blue coat squads that claim every avenue corner as territory in the endless turf wars. Any of those places sound like a good place for your lair?
I vote docks or night market.
Yeah, those
Silk
are...
Shore.
I like Silk
Dark
Shore and Six
Docks.
Towers.
I like the docks, and I like Night Market. I like Six Towers. I like Six Towers just because we could claim we're from fucking Six Towers. Six Towers, son. What up, dog?
Yeah, that name sounds cool.
What's up, dog?
Towers.
Docks!
I want Suburbia.
No
$5
one
or
wants
whatever.
that. No one wants suburbia.
What I like
Hollow
about-
sounds cool
What I like
too.
about the docks is
I get all my supplies in the docks, so I like it there.
well, yeah, they were kind of like in this like main thoroughfare where we can get a lot of information and
Plus, we're
stuff.
close to the rich people. Brightstone and White Crown, so we want to steal
I'm
them.
okay. I'm down for.
Something to
I don't know.
consider.
Docks is kind of grimy.
Something to consider. This is the place of your lair, and some people say, have the idea of don't shit where you sleep. So you might want to consider that thought too when you're deciding where your lair is.
Don't shit where you.
I guess I wasn't really thinking we were stealing from boats, but we would probably steal from boats.
So it's just something to consider when you're deciding where you put. You may not want to do too many robberies to your neighbors. You may want to go to different towns to do your scores, or you may not. And maybe that's your thing. So
Okay, so definitely no crow's foot, right? And no Brightstone. There's no making that happen. And
Tar Hollow sounds cool. A lot of tight knit community. We can get some good, loyal information, right?
that I did like the idea of that, like where they like stand together. So if
We're
they would
fucking
consider-
strange, dude. We're not standing together with anybody. We're fucking weird, bro. We stand out. We're like our own thing.
But
We're fucking weird, bro.
It could be like, I see what you're saying. It could be like people think you're a normal part of the community, but you're actually this underworld gang that has a strange reputation, but people don't know that.
Yeah, and they would stand up for us.
Yeah, it's like that teacher with that one, internet thing.
The teacher with OnlyFans. That's
Oh, yeah,
true.
yeah. Yep.
I think I missed this conversation.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that came from, but we'll leave that for another day.
Getting
Okay.
stranger.
Oh, get
Oh,
him.
he's getting
Nah.
strange. Oh, he's role playing already, guys.
Night market?
Teacher fired for being an OnlyFans creator.
Dude, you're gonna find so many stories, dude.
There's gonna be a million teachers that do
Yeah,
that.
it's a
Oh
new.
my god.
They don't pay
Jackie,
teachers. They don't pay teachers enough, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Teacher, she filmed OnlyFans content at school.
Oh.
Oh my god, wow.
Oh my god.
Can you send me the link though?
At me, bro.
I don't think you want to see her OnlyFans, bro.
Not good.
I don't want to see her OnlyFans.
Where you guys want your layer?
Char Hollow or Six Towers?
Char Hollow.
Night market.
I like Char Hollow.
Char Hollow. I'm hearing a lot of Char Hollow.
Let's see, what's that night market? Trade Center. Sounds like a place we would do.
You guys are
some
trying to be
family stuff.
homies with like all your neighbors and shit.
Well,
We're weird.
We're bad
You might-
people. You guys remember?
We're
you're
bad,
scoundrels.
weird
You're
people.
scoundrels.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be
We're not fucking
homies,
trying to live our like regular lives. We're trying to be fucking scoundrels.
you're really
fucking
bad
be-
people. So if you're trying to be homies, you
Well,
probably
I
fuck
just
all of
think-
We
them.
don't want to live in Walnut, bro. Okay, that's
I
Char
just-
Hollow is Walnut. We don't want to live there.
No,
But that's the
Brightstone
thing.
is
It's like
Walnut.
that's the thing.
Thank
We
you
don't
very
shit
much.
where we sleep, so we make friends in Char Hollow. They don't suspect us, and we shit everywhere else.
Yep.
And we could
I
be.
guess an argument can be made there.
Where
Might
are
be-
we gonna like make our HQ the thing we're gonna do the most trash? They're gonna look for us there.
Yeah, night market sounds like we'll do a lot of.
And just
trouble
because
there.
we're scumbags doesn't mean we can't help
Here's a
our
little-
community,
is-
right?
This
I
is
mean,
Char Hollow. This is a little. This is what Char Hollow looks like. It's kind of nice. It's kinda, but it's
Looks
not.
like fucking San Francisco. No, no.
so human shit everywhere. Can we see what the night market looks like?
Yes, you can. Just Google it. Just kidding. Night market. Here's
The
what the night
Hacienda
market.
night market?
Here's their little graphic of the night market. So it's got more of a little
Just like New
underground
York.
feel, little going on.
Oh,
It's got some stalls. These obviously these pictures are very rudimentary.
Yeah.
See, our base could be in the sewers.
Then we could name all of our characters after famous painters.
We could.
look at our new dice for this game.
I mean, I still like the idea of Char Hollow. I mean, just because we're
If I'm getting
scumbags-
outvoted, I'm getting outvoted. But
I'm
I
fine with
still
Char
want.
Hollow or.
I still want our
But
night
I'm
market.
just
But
saying, we're not shitting where we sleep. We're gonna shit in night market.
I thought I didn't want to go into docks. I get it. Docks okay. Shit where you sleep. But night
How about
market is
Six
farther.
Towers.
Okay, yeah, let's see Six Towers.
All right, let's pull up the cool rudimentary graphic of Six Towers.
It really gives me a good vibe for the area. And, you know, like, this is my argument for Char Hollow, though. I really believe property values are going to go way up over time.
Dude, Mary Poppins, bro. 6 hours.
I like Six Towers. This right here.
We're in England.
When I go to London,
London.
We
Going
can
to
all have
London.
an accent, English accent. I can't even.
you know what? I kind of like 6 Towers.
I don't care at this
Oh.
point. Why make it?
Where you from, dog? 6 Towers, homie. Let's go.
Towers.
Where you at? Where you at, Gino? Where you want to pick?
Towers.
Is that a 6? Yeah, this is 6, right?
What do you want?
Oh, no.
6
Or
towers?
is it, this is a 6. This is a 6.
Wait, is that backwards?
Yeah, you gotta turn it the other way.
This
You
way
gotta
is
use your
six.
right hand.
Oh,
Yeah, now
no.
you have a 6.
What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
Right here, 6 towers, bro.
Six,
6 towers, son. 6. That's our game
six
time.
tower.
So it's 6 towers in Char Hollow? Is that what we're picking? Deciding between now?
Yeah.
I like 6 towers.
Let me. If it's down to 2, let me give you some more details. Let me just wet your whistles a little bit. So, 6 towers. So I'm gonna give you some scores out of 4. 6 towers has the wealth 2 out of 4. Security and safety 1 out of 4. Criminal influence 2 out of 4. Occult influence 3 out of 4. There's many empty buildings and abandoned properties make this district a perfect location for a hidden scoundrel's lair. Alright, so let me give you a little bit more on Char Hollow. Char Hollow, you're looking at wealth is 0 out of 4 compared to 6 towers 2 out of 4. Security and safety 2 out of 4. Criminal influence 1 out of 4. Occult 0 out of 4. So that other place is really creepy and strange. Maybe that's why. If you're strange in the strange place, you must be really strange. Operations against the citizenry of Char Hollow are considered on hostile turf for the purpose of generating heat. So that's what they're talking about, sticking together.
I like them both. Honestly, I like them both. I like the idea of less occult activity in Char Hollow because ghosts sound like they suck.
It's fine.
But I really like the idea of 6 towers. Like,
That's fine.
Dog, 6 towers, dog.
That's 6 towers. That's fine.
6
We can do
towers?
Char
Are we
Hollow.
locking it
We can
in?
We can use Char Hollow, I don't care.
Char Hollow? How about we roll for it?
That's what I was thinking. I think we roll for it.
Oh.
All right.
How's
Geez,
this?
But
we
Blaze
just
in the
need
Dark
one roll,
roll.
though, right? We just need one roll to decide what we're doing.
All of us can roll, and
Everybody rolls. Whoever has the highest
Alright,
number
there was
gets
2
to choose.
people I heard said Char Hollow and 2 people said 6 towers. So you roll for your respective cities each, and the highest one wins. If there's a tie, there's a roll off. Let's go.
okay, so
I got 5.
If there's
Char
any
Hollow
crits,
is
we all drink.
5.
5, 4, 3, 1.
5, 2,
I
5,
got 6.
6. No one
I
else
got
got a 6. Gino picks. 6 towers it
towers.
is then, right?
6 towers, yeah.
6 towers, dog! Let's fucking go, fool!
Alright,
Nah.
so you guys, where in 6 towers? You want to be on the north side, in the middle, and the south side? All the way on the edge, a little inside? Guide me here.
Can we see the big map again?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, okay, let's see. Can we see the big map?
I don't have that,
Here's a map. Here's a map you haven't seen.
Ooh.
So this map is turned a little bit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so
This-
6
This map
towers.
fucks me up already.
6 towers is this part.
Wait, which part?
So it's White Crown, and then this is the docks, right?
Yeah, look at White Crown.
It's
Respective
flipped
everything.
around. It's flipped around. So 6 towers is down here, actually. This map is inverted.
I can't take it!
So just don't worry. 6 towers is this spot. I'm clicking right here with the circle,
Oh,
spot to
yeah,
the
because
right,
the dock.
and this spot's down here. So you just tell me you want it in this section, or somewhere down here.
I mean, I'd go with the middle section, I guess. But
Yeah, so there's a north section, a south section, interior, and a north and south section on the riverbank. You guys just pick.
I'd say the south section on the riverbank.
That would be here on the
That's
actual on the
closer
other
to
map.
the night market. Or maybe that's too close to the night market.
The south section on the riverbank would be across from the night market, correct?
it's probably less strange there.
We can hide our strange also.
Faces come out in the rain when you're strange, so as long as it's not raining, I think we're good.
Would you shut up? Don't you shut up. stop quoting songs, please?
It's just the same song. Look, we decided.
I'm okay next to the water. I like that.
South side, across from the night market.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. All right.
I think it's a good access to get rid of our goods, assuming the night market is where we do that. And it's also close to water where we can not jump in, but hop in a boat and try to escape it.
Right.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna drop this little layer icon right around here. You
Oh,
guys
this
see
is
that?
the map. This is the map I like.
Yes. So this is where we'll track your factions and different stuff on scores, like a big overview map. This is be your layer. Layer. All right. Back. Step 2.
Characters now?
Bring up your no. We haven't. We're only on step 2 of the factions.
This is gonna be a long night, fellas.
Open
Let's
up
go.
your crew handout again.
There it is.
Right, let's
Okay.
open up the crew handout. Now we got our layer on the board. We can put here. We're in
Hey, moving forward.
South Beach. Alright, 6 Towers, South Beach. That's our layer.
South Beach.
Go team, we did something. We did something. Alright, number 3, we will establish our hunting ground. So we're gonna look at the map, we're gonna pick a district in which
Oh, no.
to place your hunting grounds.
Hunting.
Decide how to deal with the faction that claims the area. So your hunting grounds will basically be your main area, your like main area where like a lot of your contacts are, where a lot of your jobs are coming from. The main area you operate in, which can be the same or different than what we talked about earlier.
Crow's foot.
Silk Shore. Or Brightstone. I want the aristocracy.
I'm down with Brightstone.
It has to be a connecting area, right?
High risk, high reward.
Uh,
I'm sorry, Ray. Do you have to be a connecting area?
Nope,
They're all
Area.
connected.
any area.
I'm going with
Dock.
Brightstone or Silk Shore.
You do know Brightstone doesn't have high security, right? What's the security in Brightstone?
Yeah, but that's
What's the security in Brightstone, man?
High risk, high reward.
All right.
Aim small, miss small.
Okay.
It's showtime.
That was the decision. That fast? You guys decided that fast?
What was in Silk Shore again? Grace?
Or sure.
That's like the red light. Red
It's
light
like
district.
Yeah, that's the
Walnut
red light
Suburbia.
district. No, Silk Shore was the red light district.
Oh.
Mm. Grace has been wanting to stay there the whole time, too.
Well, I heard Walnut when I was talking about Silk Shore, so.
No, Char
Char
Hollow
Hollow.
is like Walnut.
But really, Brightstone's like Walnut.
Oh, I think this is an old question that got replaced with something.
Our hunting ground question?
Yeah.
What is
I think hunting grounds is actually supposed to be something else.
hunting grounds is burglary, espionage, robbery, sabotage. Oh. That's...
Let me double check that.
Establish your hunting ground. Look at the map and pick a district. Which to place your hunting site.
Yeah. Pick it. Just let's treat it as I first said it. We'll make it work. So, which area you want to do most of your jobs in, or most of your contacts are in? Most of your connects.
Connects, huh?
If it's more like our connects, then I would pick somewhere else.
Yeah, it's basically where you operate. So you're gonna do jobs there, and your connects are there, right?
Okay.
Like, obviously you'll have some connections here where you live, but you also know people where you're doing jobs at, right? So think about it mostly as where you're doing most of your scores. I guess
And
that's it best.
Could our hunting grounds change over time?
Yeah, sure. It's not gonna be a huge influence on mechanically. I think it's more story wise. So yeah, it plays out. Anything can work, but
I mean, Brightstone sounds dope, but might be a little difficult starting out.
I think night market is hustling and bustling to try.
But maybe we're thinking about this wrong. Like, I feel like I'm still thinking about it in a Pathfinder sense. Like, oh, it's gonna be
Depends
high
which way,
level
right? Like,
stuff, but
you guys are shadows, right? So you do burglary, espionage, robbery, sabotage, those kind of things. Which
Yeah.
area sounds the funnest to do those kind of things in? Let's just think about it. And the rule of fun, man.
Brightstone.
Rich people
Dang.
area.
Yeah,
So
don't
dark.
fucking rob the rich.
Yeah, fuck
Six
them up.
towers forever, dog.
I'm okay with that.
I'm good.
Yep.
High risk, high
Agree with
reward.
that.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm hearing we're gonna die a lot, but yes, I'm hearing
That or Charter Hall is a good option, right? Char Hollow, like, I don't like the idea of robbing these people that are just.
What was Charter Hall? A lot of law people.
It was Old Town.
You can do.
Do you want me to
crime
read some of the
explore.
stuff again?
Crow's Foot, maybe?
Here, I'll give you the traits on Brightstone. Brightstone's wealth, 4 out of 4. Security and safety, 4 out of 4. Criminal
Oh.
influence, 0 out of 4. Occult influence, 2 out of 4.
Oh,
saying that.
Those rich
I be
people.
saying that.
The
Rich people be getting post handies.
most engagement rolls suffer -1 dice due to the heavy blue coat patrols. Operations against nobility and Brightstone are considered on hostile turf for the purpose of generating
Okay,
heat.
no, let's not do that.
Let's work our way.
Let's
back.
That's what I was saying, but no one listened to me.
All right, Charter Hall. I'll give you some stats on Charter Halls. Also, 4 out of 4 wealth, 4 out of 4 security and safety.
Damn.
0 criminal influence, 0 cult. The records in Charter Hall can be particularly interest to criminal sorts. Take out devil's bargains for 1 dice to gather info here in exchange for 1 heat. The blue coats are always watching for scoundrels like you in Charter
Ugh.
Hall.
Alright, what about
another
Crow's
high
Foot?
risk, high reward. What was the other one?
Crow's Foot.
Crow's afoot. The crow is afoot. This is like the catch-all be a howl downtown. So, 2 out of 4 wealth, 1 out of 4 security, 4 out of 4 criminal influence, 2 out of 4 occult. Years of murders have made this the most haunted district. Angry girls crave bloodshed here. You may take a devil's bargain for +1 dice for violent action, but the ghosts will lash out too. Yeah, lots of still kind of affluent, you know, but lots of criminal activity going on here. So plenty of opportunities.
You can blend in and be strange.
Plenty of opportunities.
The docks.
The docks. Let's give you some stats on the docks. Wealth, 2 out of 2. Security safety, 2 out of 2. Criminal influence, 2 out of 2. 2 out of 2. 2 out of 4. I'll call it 2 out of 4. Operation against ships at the port are considered on hostile turf for of generating heat. Yeah, but middle of the road, 2 out of 4 on everything.
We could rob the fucking rednecks over in Barrow Cliff.
You operate in Hickville, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see their stats just for fun. I like how the cities have stats. It's cool.
Yeah.
Wealth 1 out of 4. Security and safety 3 out of 4. 0
What
criminal
the
influence. 0 occult. Burrowclef Market is one of the best marketplaces in the city, but criminal types draw lots of unwanted attention. Take +1 dice to acquire an asset here, but also accrue +2 each. Yeah, they're so spread out, right? They're all hicks. They know you're not from here just by looking at you.
They're all fucking armed.
Rednecks.
Like Texas.
Goddamn Texas over there. Not a lot of wealth, but we got a shotgun.
What about night market?
Night Market.
I feel like that's the wrong place.
Night Market stats got 3 wealth, 3 security, 2 criminal influence, 1 occult. Night Market is the best place to trade illicit and arcane goods in the city, but the darker corners are full of strange horrors. You can take +1 dice to acquire
Strange
assets here
horrors?
at the cost of 2 stress. Strange horrors.
Horrors?
Horrors.
Oh,
The horrors
not
are
any fun.
over. Look, in this
Alright.
game you can do anything, anywhere. Just whichever place sounds the funnest for you guys. But that's what our story is going to be built around. Like at least at the beginning, wherever
night
you pick
market.
here. Like wherever you
We
pick
have
here is going to tell where most of the scores are
Alright.
to start. So.
I'm gonna go with Grace because I just watched the Night Market episode of the new season of what we
Well,
did
we
Shadows,
could
so.
also do pack rats when we
Oh, you watched it? It's
roll
good.
to acquire asset. We get a +1 die, and we can just take over the night market.
It's really close to our base, though.
But it's
Don't
not
know
in our
that.
base.
Night Market? Yeah, is that what everyone wants to do? We're changing it.
I like night market.
Let's do it. Night
Yeah.
market.
All right, hunting grounds, night market. Moving on, baby. We're making slow progress, but it's still progress. All right, so let me just make one of these little guys for your hunting ground. How about that? Alright, well, there's your hunting grounds. Good job, everybody. We're really killing it right now. We're killing
We're
it.
really doing it. We're really doing it.
Alright, establish hunting grounds. Pick a district. Did that. Alright, so here we need to decide now. The night market is. Let me find my other sheet again. Oh, too many papers. So obviously you're little bitches in this world, right?
Yeah.
So someone already owns this turf or territory, right? The night market. We are not. You are not the first people or the only people operating there. So the night market is controlled by the faction. I'll give you guys an option of. I'll let you choose. See what I'm doing here? I'm letting you choose. I'll let you choose which faction is currently in control of the night market. You have to choose the 3 factions here: the Dimmer Sisters, the Path of Echoes, or the Deathland Scavengers. So the Dimmer Sisters are a housebound recluses with a cult reputation. They have hidden agents all over the city. The Path of Echoes is a mysterious cult that borders on open rebellion against spirit laws. And the Deathland Scavengers are desperate freelancers who roam the wasteland beyond the lightning barriers. Many are former convicts from Iron Hook.
I think, personally, that we should leave this a chance.
What does that mean?
I kind of
We
like
should
that.
roll for it.
Do you want me to decide is what you're saying?
I want you to do it by chance, not you decide. I want to like roll for it. I feel like we should just roll for it.
So what you're saying is you want me to decide. I give you the choice and you tell me to decide. I'll take that.
Can I just roll a d6 of 1, 2, 1,
Too late,
2,
I already rolled.
3, 4, 5?
I already rolled. Too late. And the faction here. Let me just go over here and grab.
Timber Sisters.
Let me just go to our old factions.
Wait,
Template
where
over
are
here.
you?
Grab.
This is a faction.
I'm gonna grab one and I'm gonna bring it over for us. We're gonna add our first thing to the list here. As soon as I come, oh, here they are. Copy this. Pretty sure I can just come over here to our overview. Paste this here. There we go.
Deathland Scavengers.
The Deathland Scavengers
Deathland Scavengers.
are currently. I guess I shouldn't have done it that way. I fucked up. I should have. There we go. I already used them, so let me just get it here. And then the other one was the Dimmer Sisters, right? Where are they?
Where do you read? Where is this faction?
Give me. I know we said Path of Echoes, right? So we're gonna put them on the list.
Factions. There we go.
Got the Path of Echoes. We got the Dimmer Sisters. And the other one I said was the Dimmer Sisters, but I can't find them right now. So, Dimmer Sisters. There they are. There they are. Alright. So these are the three main factions operating in the night market currently. And currently, the big bad boys in town are the Deathland Scavengers.
All right.
So, you guys know this. They know this. Now you have some decisions to make. Do you want to pay them 1 coin as an homage? Because you have to pay them 1 coin because you're in their territory and they know it. Do you want to choose to pay them 2 coin? By paying them 2 coin though, you're really good supporters of them. You get an extra status. So pay them 1 coin, status quo. Pay them 2 coins, plus 1 status you get with them. Pay them nothing. You can pay them nothing and just operate in their shit, but you get -1 status with them. What do you guys
1
want
coin.
to do?
Is coin something that's
1
hard
coin.
to get or something?
Coin is what we'll determine as currency in this game. You need coin to get upgrades. So you use XP and you use coin to get upgrades. You think like an average score gives you 3 to 4 coin. So coin is fairly hard, right? So the idea is each session we do 1 score, 1 downtime. So you get 3 to 4 coin per session if you complete successfully. You can negotiate for more coin, you can negotiate for less, you can fail and get no coin. So coin is a commodity that is tied to get, and it's tied along with XP to help you with your upgrades on certain things. And you may need to use coin in downtime activities for certain stuff like healing, getting information or preparation on for your next scores. So coin is the currency you'll use around town when you're trying to do things.
Producing heat too.
Reducing heat, you could spend coins. So in this game, like, there's a bunch of what's the word I'm looking for?
Decisions?
There's a bunch of systems you're balancing, right? You have your stress. If you get too much stress, you're out. So you're always balancing how much stress you have, right? So if you go into a score, you can spend stress to like do cool stuff or get better dice results. But then when you get too much stress and downtime, you get 2 things to do every downtime. If you get to reduce stress, you can pay more to reduce more stress. You can pay coin to heal. So coin is, yes, it is a tight, valuable resource. But status, getting status is also
Reputation
good.
is also
So
important.
yeah, so it's a lot of, you're balancing all these things at the same time. That's what makes the game really, really unique and fun. And you'll get used to an idea of these tactics as we move on and play and learn more.
And we can change this at any time, right? How much we want to pay.
No, this is the decision you make now and it's set. How do you want to start off? You want to start off even with them, you pay them 1 coin. You want to start off on their good side, you pay them 2 coin. You want to start off on their bad side, you don't pay them any coin. Something you got to decide right now.
I'm voting 1.
I vote 2
Have
coins.
2 coin right now. What the game's all about. You gotta making these hard decisions like who do I screw? Who do I align myself with? This is what bad people do. Who do I fuck over? Who do I
It's
side
just
with?
maintain status quo until we decide who we need to press. So why spend the extra coin on someone we don't know if we want to ally with?
I mean, their name sounds Deathland Scavengers. I would just want to align with that.
We have 50
Deathland
Shades of
Scavenger.
Grey. Our name's way cool.
It's 50 Shades of Poppy.
Look, you guys don't have any name yet. We haven't made there yet.
Yeah, I figure we're paying homage to a well-known crew in this area.
2
Yeah.
coins. If we're pulling 3 to 4 coins, is over 50% of our income. So
Status is some value, though, right? You said.
Yes,
yeah, but
has value.
if we're maintaining status quo, we get to decide later if we want to pay them more coin too.
You said we can't change it though. We have to.
Well,
stick with
this
the
is like the set amount of coin, but we have like things that we can do that we can pay them more coin.
You can always like do things like you're gonna basically like every time you're gonna have options of what to do. You guys are gonna have tons of options of what to do every time. You have your own personal options and options for the crew, you know. So it's like Alec wants to go rob the bank, Grace wants to go help the workers at the dock, Jack wants to go, you know, jerk off in the bathroom, and you always have to come to say, what are we gonna do next? And some of those things the scavengers ask you to do, some of those someone else asks you, some of those you're doing for your own personal gain. So it's gonna be this constantly of like decision making on, are we doing something for the crew? Are we doing something for someone in the crew? Are we doing something for another crew to help our crew? You know, that's what this whole game is about. So
Can we pay this coin every session? Is what it
no,
sounds like?
this is just the start. This is one time.
Just one time.
One
start.
time.
Yeah, so
You want to
we
start at
do-
+1, 0, or -1 with the Deathland Scavengers, who are currently the big dogs in this area. You gotta pay, and at the most places, like they're gonna give you some jobs, and they're gonna say, this job you'll get 8 coin, but you gotta pay me 3 of it if you complete it. You know, like they're gonna be taxing you all the time. They're the landlords. You know, they're the extorters.
Oh.
But it's better to pay them some coin than you get no coin, right? That's the idea here. It's all scoundrels working. Everyone's doing illegal shit and trying to make their bank.
I'm just saying, pay 1 and let's see what they're about. If
I'm
they're
good
gonna
with 1.
scratch our
I
back,
like 1.
we'll scratch
Yeah, I
it.
don't want to give up all of our coin.
I like 1.
All right, sounds like we're giving them 1, so we'll stay at 0 here, and we will reduce our crew gold here down to 1. There we go. All right, you guys are status quo with these men for now. All right, now we get the fun stuff. We get to choose a special ability.
Here we go.
If you can't decide, choose the first ability on the list. It's pretty much usually the good first option if you guys can't decide. So special abilities here, I'll read them while you guys are thinking. First option, everyone steals. Each PC may add +1 action rating to Prowl, Finesse, or Tinker. So basically you get 1 extra skill point. Everybody in the crew automatically just gets a skill point in one of these options. Ghost Echoes. From Weird Experience or Occult Ritual, all crew members gain the ability to see and interact with ghostly structures, streets, and objects within the echo of Duxfall that exists in the ghost field. So this gives you like ghost vision. You can't see ghosts, but you see ghost objects and stuff like that. And then Pack Rats, your layer is a jumble of stolen items. So when you roll to acquire an asset, you get an extra die. So acquiring an asset is a downtime activity. Assets can be different things. Like basically you got like a, you guys want someone to, you want a healer on your staff, you know? You try to acquire an asset and you have a healer you can always go to for cheaper
is
than
that
normal.
+1 dice?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
+1 dice when you try to acquire them. So the higher you roll when you roll dice to get an asset, the higher tier asset you get. So they'll be better. So let's say you had 1 dice to acquire a healer, and then if you pick this one, you'd have 2 dice to get a healer. and then your healer might be rank 2 instead of rank 0, etc., etc. That's what that means. Patron, when you advance your tier, it costs half the coin it normally would. Who is your patron? Why do they help you? So once you fill up the required experience in the rep here, you'll be able to level up to tier. In order to level up to tier, you have to spend a specific amount of gold. Each tier increases, so maybe first tier is like 6 gold to go to the next tier. This is saying you only have to pay partial amount of that gold instead. Second story, when you execute a clandestine infiltration, you get +1 die to the engagement roll. So whenever you do scores, the start of the score we roll at what's called an engagement roll. It adds a bunch of your skills and takes away from skills in the situation, and whatever's rolled on the dice says where you start in the score. So if we roll good on the dice, you guys start in a control position. It's going exactly how you plan. If you roll small on the dice, you start in a really bad position, and you're already, let's say you're trying to rob a bank, you roll bad on the engagement roll, the alarm's already going off when the score starts, and that's where we start the scene in the action. So engagement rolls, having an extra dice gives you an extra chance to roll better and start the roll off good. Slippery is when you roll entanglements, you roll twice and keep the one you want. When you reduce heat on the crew, you take +1 dice. So this one is really good for after a score. If shit didn't go well, you'll roll in, after every score you roll entanglement, and if you roll bad, basically like someone in the crew or one of your contacts, or you throw someone like no name low level guy of the crew and they get interrogated like I was talking about earlier, and then you generate heat, like say you blew up a giant building, obviously like that generates a lot of attention, you get heat, so +1 die gives you a chance to make that heat a little less. That's not a bad one if you plan on doing a lot of crazy stuff. Synchronize, when you perform a group action, you may count multiple 6s from different rolls as a critical success. Okay, so there's a thing called group actions in this game where you can decide to do things as a group, and then instead of everybody rolling, everybody rolls, but then you take the best roll out of that. And this would say everybody rolls, and if people got 6s, then you combine them so you can get crits easier basically on group actions. And then the other one's veteran. You can always take an ability from another crew, and you can keep doing that, so you can get hybrid crews basically. But I'd say that's not applicable for your first one. After that one, you can get one. So
we need something to save our ass from being really bad. So I think we need the one where post facto.
Yeah, Slippery is pretty good, especially it sounds very Shadows. It's very on theme.
It feels more. We're not gonna do great.
Second story is also good. Puts you in a good position. I think everyone steals a Slippery or Synchronize is probably your. Or sorry, everyone steals second story and Slippery are probably like the best options here for you guys.
I like first one more, but Slippery is also really good.
Yeah, everyone steals is good. It's just everybody gets a free action, and that means any new character you create also gets that automatically. It's not just for us. Anyone who joins your crew automatically gets one free action. Action point, skill point.
I think I go Slippery as well.
Gino?
I think Slippery is the way.
Slippery, yeah.
Yeah, I think Slippery makes sense.
What's that?
But
What is it?
I mean, everyone.
Oh, cool.
What?
It like put what I said in the little thing here, in the chat. All right, Slippery it is. You guys are some weird, some strange Slippery Shadows. Now your name has to start with it. Your name has to start with it. I like it. Now, right?
Slippery poppies.
All right,
100%.
we get to move to the crew upgrades. Your crew has 2 upgrades pre-selected. Choose 2 more. If your crew has a cohort, follow the procedure to create it. Record the faction status changes due to your upgrade. So, bullet points. 1 faction help you to get an upgrade, take +1 status, or spend 1 coin +2 status set. One faction has harmed you, which was harmed when you got an upgrade. Take -2 status with them, or spend 1 coin for -1 status instead. All right. So, what they're saying is here in our. I hate that it doesn't like. It's not wider. I want it to be wider. Know what I'm saying? So. Do we have 2 upgrades pre-selected?
I don't see
any, right?
Isn't that hidden
Oh,
in
sorry.
prowess?
Yeah, hidden and prowess is our pre-selected ones. I don't know why this one's gray and then. Okay, I think I remember now. The gray part is specific to shadows, and the white part is kind of like what every crew has access to.
What are you looking at?
So on the crew sheet, you still have it open? It's the
Yeah, I have it.
handout. On the top right, you'll see it says shadow. Right underneath it says crew upgrades. That column, it's got the gray area and then the white area. We get to fill in 2 boxes here.
Oh.
Wait. Crew, right?
Yeah, crew. So
Going back
right
to
now
crews.
you guys have the hidden,
And
hidden
prowess.
upgrade, and the prowess upgrade.
What's up?
So that
Plus
means
1 stress box.
your lair has a secret location and is disguised to hide it from view. If your lair is discovered, you get to use 2 downtime activities and pay coin equal to your tier to relocate it and hide it once again. So your guys' lair is really hard to find. Prowess means you earn 2 XP when training prowess during downtime. So during downtime you can do training activities. If you do something related to prowess, then you get 2 XP instead of the normal 1 XP for training. So now we have 2 more points to spend here. So we gotta decide what those 2 points are, and then we gotta do a little flavor on those 2 things. So if you click on any of these little arrows, they'll give you more details. Some of them may not have it, which means it's straightforward,
Oh, shit.
or we can describe it. Did you just share it?
Yeah, I clicked it. Oh, the arrows. Fits collector. No, it's not that one. Carriage. Oh, I see carriage.
Hey, boat. We can.
2 golds to pull it and a stable.
I like boat.
I like supplies. Am I looking in the right area? I am right.
So if you see
You finished?
if you see the squares that have a line through them, means you need all 4 to unlock it. Squares that you don't have a line just means each square can, so you can have 2 carriages basically, or 2 boats.
Yeah.
Did we say we
41st
wanted a boat?
documents.
Inside.
So yeah, everyone click around.
I want supplies. Oh, for subterfuge only. Okay, never mind.
Elite skulls.
I'll tell you straight up, like, man, that's 3 points, but this having 1 extra stress is pretty huge.
Yeah.
That's 3 points, so you could get 2 now, but you couldn't unlock it right now, so it's kind of sad to start off that way.
Oh, we will need all 3 boxes filled to get that 1 extra stress.
Yeah. So anytime you see a line between the boxes, means you need everything to unlock it. If you see no line, that means they're separate unlocks.
Oh, I see.
What are you talking about? Yeah, what? The mastery has the lines in between them.
Yeah, it does.
That's the only one.
Well, this
The
steady at the top.
steady has it too.
Yeah.
Steady.
Yeah. the
Oh.
mastery upgrade.
Oh, let's do steady.
Oh shit.
That's
Yeah, but
okay.
you need 3. You only have 2 points right now.
Oh,
So if you do steady, you could put 2 in, but you wouldn't unlock it until you get XP, and then you can spend it to unlock it.
Maybe 1 in something and 1 in steady.
I say 1 steady. At
And
least.
if you guys think of something you want that's not on here, we can add it on too. So it's very customizable.
Think of something we want.
So the XP you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 XP, and then you get to advance your crew. You get to do something over here. And you get XP. You get 4 to 8 XP a job basically. If you complete everything, you get 1 to 8 basically. So you probably average like 3 or 4 XP a job. So it's like three sessions. You'll be able to get another point to spend somewhere. If you want to think of it that way.
3 sessions. So in like 6 months. No, 3 months. No, just kidding.
Yes, in like 2 months you'll upgrade your crew.
I'm down for 1 in steady.
Yeah, I think at least 1 in steady, and then
Yeah.
1 that we can profit off of right away.
I like boat. But that's just me.
We have to
'Cause
No,
we're
no,
kinda
no.
out
There's
there.
no line between them, so you only need one.
Oh, okay.
This means you guys can have 2 boats in your crew. That's why they give you 2 options.
And we're close. We're close to the water, right? So that
Yeah, I'm
makes
fine
sense.
with the boat.
Let's do boat. I like
Have
that.
a boat.
A dock
So
on the
that
waterway
means-
and a small shack to store boating supplies. So the second
means we have
upgrade improves
2
the boat
layers?
with armor and more cargo space.
So is our boat hidden then? Is that what that means if we have both?
Or do we have a hidden layer and a boat?
You have a hidden layer and you also have a boat.
Hidden layer and a boat.
The boat has a dock on a waterway, which is
I'm
this
on
right
a
here.
boat, motherfucker!
A small shack to store boating supplies. If you upgrade this again, the second one, then your boat gets armor and more cargo carrying space. So the first one gives you the boat, the second one upgrades your boat.
Yeah. I feel like we could do some good stuff with the boat.
Yeah, everybody comfortable with those 2 options?
Yeah.
One steady a boat. You guys have
Yeah.
a hidden layer we talked about, and then we'll use the prowess XP. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Now the fun part of you getting these 2 skills. In Blades in the Dark, nothing comes for free. Everything has a payout or consequences. So, did you steal this boat from someone, or did someone give you this boat? We have to pick a faction, and same thing for steady. Is someone helping you become more steady, or is it because you harmed someone that's going for steady? So we're gonna pick one faction to give you a +1 status with, and we're gonna get one faction that gives you a -1 status with. So I'm going to, well,
Do you
guys
roll for
think
that, or
about-
you just pick?
No, you guys get to pick. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the factions from 6 Towers on this sheet too, since that's where your lair is. You guys will be pretty familiar with them. So I'm gonna pull them over here while you guys think about that. Now, one faction helped you get an upgrade. You take 1 status with them, or you spend 1 coin and you get 2 status with them. One faction was harmed when you got an upgrade, so you take -2 status with them, or you spend coin for -1 status instead. So you're gonna get a +1 and a -2 unless you spend coin. And I will get these factions over here. If you give me a second, while you guys can discuss amongst yourselves your thoughts.
Not spending coin. Fuck those other guys. We
Yeah.
spent the 1
Yeah.
coin. I'm not spending any more coin.
No, I want my
Fuck
coin.
'em.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck them.
Coming straight from the underground.
6 Towers. What?
What?
I feel like we gotta spend some coin.
We did spend coin.
It's called 6 Towers, son. What? T6.
How much coin do we have total starting? 4?
No, you had 2 coin. You spent 1 already, so you
We
have
spent
1
one to
coin
be
left.
buddy with our
Oh yeah.
4 point
Oh,
neighbors.
we have 1 coin
Give
left.
me a
Yeah, no,
second to find the factions from 6 Towers. Are you kidding me? Is it not here? Let me
I'm
download
here,
this because
don't
this
worry.
is too laggy. Oh, I already downloaded this. I outsmarted myself. I already had it.
Yeah.
Of course. There it is. 6 towers. Notable factions: Lord Skurlock. So let's bring out good old Lord Skurlock to our overview page. Why don't we? All right. Where's my? Oh, wrong one. This game is much harder to manage as a GM. I gotta use 2 different screens. Streaming and GMing is hard. That's what I'm saying. Alright, Skurlock. Lord Skurlock. You're coming with me, Lord Skurlock. So you can... Lord Skurlock. Alright, and then we have Circle of the Flame. They sound really gay. How about someone could look these guys up and read about them to everybody while I move them over? What? Might be good.
Where do we read these guys?
Just Google Blades in the Dark Lord Skurlock and something will come up, I'm sure. Circle of the Flame, and the other 6 towers faction is the Unseen. A lot of these
Lord
sound like just
Skurlock.
cringe like dude names people would give themselves.
An ancient noble said to be immortal like the emperor, possibly a vampire or sorcerer, obsessed with the occult.
You're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
Alright, so the 3 on the left are the factions you guys find in your hunting grounds at the night market. The 3 on the right are the factions you know operating in 6 towers where your lair is. Perhaps maybe the boat came from someone in 6 towers? Either you took it from them or they gave it to you for some reason?
We
Because
stole
since you're
that
both-
shit from the Circle of Flame. Fuck the Circle of
The
Flame.
Circle of Flame are a
Circle?
refined secret society of
Nice.
antiquarians and scholars, which is a cover for extortion, graft, vice, and murder. They are very interested in collecting arcane artifacts. Their leadership
Sound like a bunch of
are
bitches.
known
Fuck
as
this
the Seven.
Yeah.
Whoa, the Seven, bro?
Dude, I'm telling
We're
you.
the 6 towers.
We're the 6.
Six, homie.
Fuck the 7.
Alright, you guys like? You guys want to see you stole the boat from the Circle of Flame?
6, dog. 6.
Yeah?
What's up? Whoa.
Yeah, is that a
Stolen
yes?
it
Yeah.
from the flame. Yep.
Yeah, fuck the Circle of Flame.
Alright, so
And Lord Skurlock is the homie, dog.
So you got you were hostile with the Circle of Flame.
Yeah.
Got a minus 2. You guys see that right on your player screen now?
Yeah, I do.
That's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I like that, yeah.
And so we get a +1 with one of the other 2?
Yeah. So I mean, you can choose a +1 with anyone you see on here. So you stole the boat from these guys, and who's helping you guys become more steady?
The Unseen.
It could be one of these 3. It could have been some of the 3 in the night market. Like,
Faction. Friday Factions. Factions in middle school. The fuck? Whoa, somebody made like fan art of the Unseen. It's kind of cool. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
so maybe you could think of it like one of these factions been helping you guys like learn how to do good scores. You know, learn how to hold your composure.
Right.
This seems
Maybe you want to plus on one of the guys on the left.
The Unseen, an insidious criminal enterprise with secret membership, plot to pull the strings of the entire underworld.
Maybe as shadows. That makes sense.
Yeah, kind of like that. I don't know why I like Lord Skurlock. I don't know if it's just because this fucking vampire dude. That
Well, I mean, if we're not gonna attune to ghost shit, maybe Path of Echoes. Who can help us with occult things?
but also the Unseen has a Thor.
A
A
Thor?
little meta. Jack's going a little meta. Little
They
meta.
win. They have
So
Thor.
the Unseen's got a little tier 4.
I'm down for whatever.
That just means they can exert more influence over you now. 'Cause you're like-
But also things that we're not going to go with. So if we don't think we're gonna go supernatural, maybe we pick an ally that's supernatural.
Lord Skurlock could be a vampire. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
I'm fine with whatever.
I think at this point, okay, I like the Unseen because they're kind of sound like badasses, you know.
The Unseen did sound pretty cool. I'll give you that.
Like, I don't know why I like Lord Skurlock.
It's a
Anybody
pretty
else?
cool name.
Anybody else got opinions? I mean, those are my two first.
I mean, if you're gonna Lord Skurlock, I'm fighting for Path of Echoes. Lord Skurlock's one dude. Path of Echoes is a cult.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's. I guess.
It's a faction. It's a faction.
Let's just do Unseen.
I'm down.
I'm down. We're
sounds
unseen,
good.
We're kind of.
All right, so you guys want to say you've
Sounds
been
like a
learning
match
tricks
up.
of the trade from the Unseen.
Yeah.
That's why you guys have been getting more steady.
Kind of take us under their wing, you know?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up, dog? 6 towers full.
All right,
What's
so
up, dog?
boom, you guys are the Unseen are now helpful. They're now helpful for you.
Oh yeah.
All right.
We haven't even made a character yet.
Yeah, well, we may
I
have to
know.
roll that into next session. Let's finish this up and then we'll address that. All right. This is for the crew now. You're gonna choose your favorite contact. Mark the one who is a close friend, longtime ally, or partner in crime. Record the fax's status change related to your contract. One faction is friendly with your contact, take +1 status with them. One faction is unfriendly with your contact, takes -1 status with them. At your option, increase the intensity of the faction's relationship with your contact to +2 and -2 instead. So, on your sheet here, you will see the contacts there on the right, I believe.
Yeah.
So let me pull up that sheet
Blue
again.
coat?
We want one of these contacts are going to be your favorite contact.
I'm voting for a blue coat.
I am too. I was as soon as I saw a fucking corrupt ass cop.
It's
I was
hard.
like,
It's hard to
fuck
go against a corrupt cop, huh?
Yeah. I like the cop.
You guys
Anybody
think?
else?
Hey, there's this guy Adelaide Freud. Maybe she made Lefroy. I see that name. It's time to roll for a drink.
Thank you.
Oh shit!
Alex just
I
wants
got
to
a
play.
crit, baby. I wrote 4, 5, 6, 6.
I got 1-6.
Got a five.
I
4,
got
3, 2.
1146.
1146. So 2 no drinks.
Okay, so I got a drink because I'm a 5.
You got a sip, and what did Jack get?
I got a 5 as well.
You got a sip. I was gonna give it to Jack, but since he sipped, I guess gotta make Gino drink. The guy who said I don't know if I could drink anymore. You gotta take a shot, Gino. Cheers.
Alright.
He
Yeah,
had
yeah.
one waiting though.
No,
He already had a shot poured.
I think my.
Cheers.
I know you don't want to drink. You didn't.
He didn't want to drink, but he had a shot poured. Like, come
That
on.
was from earlier. I was trying to pour a sip, but it all came out.
How convenient.
Interesting.
Are we going with Lazor, a blue coat?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, La
La
Rose.
Rose.
Alright.
Oh,
Your
La
favorite
Rose.
contact is La Rose, a dirty, dirty blue coat. Now, like I said, these are the factions that are closely related to. We can use any other factions if you don't like any of these, but now that you have La Rose on your side, you get to choose one faction is friendly with your contacts, so we get a 1 status with them. One faction doesn't like them, so we get a -1. Or we can get a +2 and a -2. So your guys' choice. You go big or go home. Since he's a blue coat, maybe you get a +1 with the blue coats. Might be a good way to do it. Get a little in with the cops.
I was gonna try and like split the difference and give the +1 to the Path of Echoes for Grace, but
Yeah. So we got to give a +1 and a -1 out, or a +2 and -2 out.
I don't like Dowler.
The dollar.
I don't like Dowler. It's like too close to Dora the Explorer.
but so we get +1 to a faction.
And -1 to a faction, or you guys can choose to get +2 to a faction and -2 from a faction. You really want to like go the extremes.
Wait.
I like the idea of getting some points with the blue coats for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it'd be hard for me to like tell you guys to convince me why you should get points with blue coats, but now you got a dirty cop on your side, so
Yeah.
that's I can't say no to giving you points with the blue coats right now. That's for sure.
I mean, I like
So
that.
we have to get negative, right, on one of these?
Yeah.
Explorer.
So
Who
it
cares
could be
about-
one of these on the list, or anything else if you guys have a reasoning of all the other. Like I'll take you to the factions page. You have all these to choose from. Remember, there's a lot of factions. So it could
Give
be
me a
one on the
-1 to
list.
city council. Fuck city council.
So you know, there's
Oh,
the
let's
citizens
get
of the
a-
place you're at. You know, like anything. It could be anything.
From the Church of Ecstasy, right?
Just for fun.
I like the blue coats idea quite a bit. I feel like kind of like Ray said,
Seems
it's
kind of
gonna,
OP.
be, it's gonna be hard for us to get extra points with cops. But you know,
Yeah, I think that's. But we have to pick the one that we're gonna be negative against.
yeah.
I think we're in consensus with the blue coat.
Sectors?
Blue coats
Okay.
plus gray cloaks minus.
Negative on
Just
the sectors?
Just because they're colored.
Yeah.
colors. Fuck you, gray. We're blue, yo.
The dog, 6 towers, full, 6
towers,
towers,
blue coats.
dog.
Isn't it
Gray.
coloring everything?
Hopeful blue coats. That's OP. Some
Fuck your
bullshit.
shades of gray, homie.
You want me to read you about the shades of gray? I'm sure I have it somewhere. I don't remember about the head about the gray cloaks.
Well, the gray cloaks, former blue coats who turned to crime.
There we go. Now I remember. It's like the people who quit being cops and now they're their own gang.
So gray coats make sense then, because we're buddies with the cops.
Yeah.
Are you saying yeah? If that gray coats would make sense.
That would make more sense, right? Yeah. I was thinking that or inspectors, right? Because if you're buddy with the regular cops, the inspectors are on to you. Detectives. What do you guys think?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Gray coats or inspectors?
Let's go gray cloaks.
Yeah,
Very
I like
fun.
the idea of Grey Cloaks trying to cast 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Poppy.
That doesn't make sense.
50 Shades of Grey doesn't make sense either. 50 Shades of Dark, you mean, is what you really meant, right?
Oh, that's like from the movie.
All right, so we're going Grey Cloaks here. All right, I'm gonna bring them over.
Fuck them Grey Cloaks. Plus, they're 2 weak ass bitches.
All right, so we're going -1.
What happens with?
What happens
Plus
when you get
2
to
minus
negative? When
2.
you get to -3, you're at war with that faction,
Oh,
and then it becomes crazy. When you're
Oh,
at
yeah.
war, let's see, you lose 1 hold temporarily while the war persists. This may lower your tier. You only get 1 downtime activity instead of 2 when you're at war. You get 1 plus heat for each score. And when you do stuff to generate coins like vice stands and stuff like that, you only get half of the amount of coin. So
that sounds too hard.
you don't want to get Circle of Flame to -3 and go at war like early on, you know?
Man, but we could have +2 blue coats. That seems huge too. Oh, mira. No mames way. I think maybe keep it this way.
Yeah, I say we keep it light.
Oh, we could be friendly with the blue coats.
When you go to +3,
Oh.
you become allies.
Woo! We going to war. The cops coming.
Oh no. Maybe +1, -1. Keep it
One,
light.
1 Keep
Probably
it
the
vanilla
same
right
thing.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know what we're going into, so
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is new.
All right,
I mean,
all right.
I know what we're going into. A shit show.
It's gonna be gloriously shitty.
I love it, really.
All right,
all of it.
that
I like it.
closes the crew. Now we can get to your favorite part, your part to name.
I think I'm outvoted either way. So 50 Shades of Dark.
Grey.
Wait, 50 Shades of Grey or 50 Shades of Dark?
50 blades in the. Oh, I don't know.
50 blades of shades. 50 shades of blades.
50 Shades of Blade.
That's not. It's not strange enough.
50 shades.
And then your name are just gonna be 50 SOBs.
I like that. I like that.
Hey,
that-
50
I like
that.
SOBs.
Yeah.
Actually,
Bottle
we're
cap.
That is pretty good. Shit.
bottle cap for me. Cheers.
Okay. Alright, you got me with 50 SOB. That's pretty fucking good.
50 SOBs. I like it. 50 shades of blades.
Shades of blades. Shades of blades. So dumb. 50 SOBs.
But it's strange.
Hey, they don't know that this is called
It is
Blades in the
strange.
Dark, so it sounds
50,
good to
50 Strange Blades?
50 Strange Blades.
50 strange blades of shades.
My God.
You guys can think of it and come back next time if anyone comes out with good names during the week. Shoot them in the chat. We can always change the name.
I like this.
I like 50 SOBs though.
I like
Yeah,
50
50
SOBs.
It worked out. It worked out.
And we have our theme song. from
I didn't
that one
like the
movie.
whole like 50 Shades of Grey bullshit, but you
Yeah,
got
me
with
either.
SOBs. Sons of bitches.
All right, while we're on this page, before we leave, you guys will end up. You have one goal. We got to remember the when there's a downtime activity or a choosing to do a score to like. Right now, your turf is just the layer. That's all you have. You can move from any place you have through a connecting line. So you can move to the turf, and then you expand. No, I just clicked that off, but oh, can I not click it back on? Oh shit,
We
I
could,
fucked you
like,
guys.
Get
Oh,
a
it's back.
loyal fence.
Right, or you can move to get a fence. You can, but you can't. You couldn't move from informants to turf this way. Do you guys make sense? You see how they have little lines that pass? This is like a skill tree.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
guys see it there?
Where?
What are you
So
looking
on the squares on the left where you see your layer, that's your current turf. It's just your layer. That's your turf, right? But you can move using Using scores specific
Okay.
or downtime indicators, you can expand this. So, but you can only expand along the line. So on the right layer goes to turf, then turf goes up to gambling den or right to lookouts.
I see.
So you
Oh.
couldn't go from turf on the right to turf on the bottom. There's no line connecting them. You have to follow the path. So just
Okay.
keep that in
But
mind.
could you go to turf on the right and then covert drops at the bottom?
Yeah, yeah. So you don't have to
Okay.
keep going the same way. You can just go out from here. Anywhere you have a connecting line that you already own. And then if you complete whatever you're trying to do, you'll get that space, and some of them will come turf. Having more turf will affect certain roles, but the other ones that aren't turf, they tell you exactly what they do. You know, if you have informants, you get +1 dice to gather information for scores. If you got loyal fence, you get +2 coin for burglary or robbery jobs. You know, so that means like you guys go rob someone, you bring it back, you can sell it for more because you have this guy who hooks you up. You know, so these things will tell you exactly what. If you read the turf ones, you'll have to read more detailed into the rules to see which rules are actually affected by turf. But these things will determine like how big your gang is, how much space you have, and that affects like coin rolls and different kind of stuff, level rolls and stuff like that. So just wanted to point that out. While we're on here too, I'll just point out the heat on the bottom left. Before the special abilities, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 heat. Once you get to 9 heat, then you become wanted level 1. And again, that affects all the rules, the after rules, everything. Just makes everything harder if you're wanted. Once you get 9 heat, it will reset. You'll get wanted 1, you'll go back to 0. Then you'll go to wanted 2, etc., etc. Same thing works for the rep. You get enough rep, then you get enough turf, then you get stronger tier, weaker tier, all that stuff. So the same thing will apply on your regular character sheet. So
And
just
we're
pointing
moving
that
around
out
this
while we're
as a
here.
crew.
I like these interactive sheets though. It's cool.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sheets are really nice. That's why I decided I wasn't gonna do roll 20. I was gonna do something else, but these sheets are too good on roll 20. I had to do roll 20.
Yeah, that's
They're really nice. So there's some other stuff in here that we don't have to go through right now. Just checking to make sure we got everything.
Let's roll fortune.
So is that on this sheet or something else?
Yeah,
That's
under
on the
contact.
right side.
That's a GM.
Oh,
thing.
it's just a. So yeah, it's kind of so a fortune roll like earlier when you didn't know what to roll for picking which faction is in the lead. I could have did a fortune roll, right? Fortune roll is like it's like a 50-50 roll, kind of like you would do in the tactical RPG, where you just say like, oh, you got 30% odds. Let me see if this shopkeeper has this item, and you roll the dice. Fortune roll is like the GM will pick like 1 to 4 dice and roll it. Blades of the Dark House. So I could have said like, what's the odds of the Dimmer sisters owning this area? And I say they're tier 3. I'm gonna roll 3 dice. If I got a 6, then it would be like positive for you guys. It follows the same rolling rules of all Blades rolls. The fortune roll is just a GM roll of 1 to 4 to randomly decide something. Instead of me just picking, I'll do a fortune roll.
Okay.
Like, is there a back door? And I'll be like, I don't know, let me roll a fortune roll. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
That's the idea here. I don't know why they put it on this page. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think that's everything on the crew page. Anyone have any questions here on the crew? Good? Yeah?
So
Yeah? Yeah?
Um,
Question?
I'm on a boat, bitch.
I'm on a boat.
I probably just have to read more on it. But that whole layer thing that you're talking about, like that's kind of like an action that we're trying to do each session or something.
No, so...
What we have are just
So, like I mentioned earlier, like you're gonna have like many different options of scores to do each session, right? One of
Okay.
those options is always you guys can decide like, oh, for this session we want to go get an informant. Like that will be that's your.
Oh.
So each session will
Do
be
that as a
broken up into
crew.
2 parts. Yeah, it's a score and a downtime. So.
Okay.
I'll be asking you guys once we finish all this, what do you want to start with, the downtime or a score? But basically, you do a score. So basically, you go rob a place. Then after you rob a place, we do the downtime. Like, you guys don't just... It's not like a tactical RPG where you're like, I'm going through a dungeon. I fight today. We
Yeah, it's
go
not
to
like that,
sleep.
yeah.
Tomorrow we wake
Yeah.
up. We're still fighting. This is like
Yeah.
you do a score and then maybe weeks or days or months pass. before your next score, right? There's a whole part of the game is downtime. What do you do after the score? Every character will individually do downtime activities. Jack may choose to go get healing. Grace may choose to go talk to her friend. Just because we have contacts here on the crew side, each character will have contacts, and you could be like, I want to go start a contact. You might have a personal project, like who was saying that you want to sell drugs, right, Alec? You might have a personal clock, like on my downtime, I'm gonna go sell drugs, or this kind of stuff. So we'll go over downtime activities when we do the first downtime phase. So the first two sessions will probably be like one score because we're learning, and then the second session will probably be all one downtime. And as we learn, we should be able to fit a score and a downtime in the same session. But the first few we might have to do separately just because we'll be learning how it works. But once you get it down, it's very formulaic. We have 6 steps we just go through. You want to do this, you got to do this, check boxes. And then we do a little role play, and then we'll check boxes, and then bam, we're back in the action. So,
Let me see. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this is basically the layer turf gaining stuff is all part of like option for you guys as a crew of what you're gonna do at a score every week or every day, every other day, every month. Seeing as it's late, I think we should just hold character creation till next time. Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yeah.
We'll probably take just as long to get through character creation. So
Yeah.
we'll skip the setting next time though. So I'll probably try to prepare something for us to do after we create characters if we have time. More questions for today?
Are we gonna roll off again, or
Yeah,
what?
we gotta roll to leave.
we gotta end the session with
we
the
gotta
roll.
end the session with the roll.
What do you got here?
This is part of session 0, learning how to roll Blades in the Dark rolls.
Got a 6 and a 5.
Oh shit! 3 6s, son.
What does 3 6s do?
It's just a crit.
Crit.
That's a super crit. That means I get 2 people to take a shot.
If
Maybe
you want
if you
to
got all
set a
4
precedent,
things.
if you want to set a precedent, I'm okay with that.
All 4 6s, you get 2 shots.
Yeah,
Okay,
4
that's fair.
6s, you can send 2
I feel
shots.
like 4 6s everyone should have to drink. That's pretty hard.
Yeah, everyone
That's a
except for the
Yahtzee, dude.
roller.
Yeah, that's a
Yahtzee, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
gotta
3
be.
sixes?
All right, 2
Well,
6s
three
is 1 person. 3 6s is 2 people. 4 6s is 3.
I like that.
Let's do it. Let's
Like
do it.
that.
I got a 6.
I
So what is that?
I got a 3, so I have to take a. Wait, I failed, so I have to take a shot already.
I got a
three.
5.
One,
so I have a
1
six.
6
I got a
is
5.
nothing, right?
5 is a sip. 1 6 is nothing. You're off the hook. So I got
Okay,
a shot.
but Jack and Gino take a shot though. Fuck you guys.
Guy.
I got him
I
back.
was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, I was waiting
Cheers,
for
my
it. too.
shot, brethren.
Cheers.
Dude, I rolled so bad. 1 2 3 3. Cheers.
Alright, dude.
That was basically my first roll, right?
Oh, that was good.
Mmm. Delicious.
And the Casamigos is finally done.
All right,
This was
thanks.
fun. I'm so excited to
Thanks,
play.
Thanks, guys. Now
Yeah,
that you
this
guys
is
got your
good.
feet wet, I may send more information that will make
Looking
more
good.
sense now. But yeah, we're starting off -1 with the gray cloaks, -2 with the circle of flame,
Yeah,
+1
fuck
with
the
the
gray
unseen, and a
coats.
+1 with the blue coats.
Yeah, fuck the circle
Yeah.
of flame. We're more in shit with them.
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
those
If we
guys.
see him in the street,
Other
we're gonna
guy.
get in a fight.
Man, you're hostile. You're not at war yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're gonna talk
Oh.
shit if we see him in the street.
No.
Well, if you want to go to war with them, yeah, sure. Remember, you guys are tier 0.
Let's not go to war.
The circle of flame is tier
immediately,
3.
Yeah.
Let's just not go to war. Let's.
Yeah, we're
stay safe.
tier 0. We need
Let's
to
just
cheer
go
up.
to neutral route.
Okay, so yeah, I'll what I say for next week then, everyone just like have an idea of which character you want to do. Don't fill it out. We'll fill it out together so
Yeah, I already
everyone
have
can
that
get an
together.
idea of everyone.
But can I get an idea of the
But
like?
get an idea of
classes
which
and stuff?
playbook you want, because if not, we could probably spend it here. If you have any questions, I can answer them during the week. And that
I'm
way,
gonna
when we
fight
come
someone
next,
for
next
spider. So don't. I'm gonna fight the spider.
I'm looking at Hound, FYI.
Sounds like everyone
want
has
lead.
an idea who want to play.
I want leech. Yeah.
All right, no overlap. So spider, leech, hound.
I'm gonna be a spider as well.
I will fight you, Jack.
Uh oh, there we go. Some hostility. I love it.
If I'm recalling, Spider may be the only one that's hard to have too, right? You get to butt heads a lot, right?
I just want to.
I know you just-
Bro, you're a cutter, bro.
No,
Fucking
Jack should be
Coda.
a hound too.
Jack is a cutter or a hound?
Yeah, they're
yeah.
fucking
Fucking Coda.
So yeah, we can have multiple of the same character. It's fine.
I was surprised. I thought Gino would be like a leech or a lurk.
I was looking for someone who could heal, but no one heals, so I'm going the opposite.
There is some. You can do healing using the actions.
But
There is someone
Is
who
it
Nav?
heals.
oh,
Resolve? I can't remember.
or maybe I missed it. I didn't see.
Yeah,
it.
you
I think you
probably
have to,
missed
like,
it.
take a
There's
trait
someone. There's
for it
someone
or
who
something.
heals, and there's
Physiker?
like yeah, Physiker. Physiker is the name of the healers in this,
That's me.
right? You have healing, right? One of the characters does, right?
Physiker.
Oh, see,
You
yeah.
can tinker with bones, blood, and bodily humors to treat wounds or stabilize the dying. You may study a melee or corpse. Everyone in your crew gets +1 dice to their healing treatment rolls.
No, dude, a cutter.
Yeah, so everyone can.
You're a cutter, dude.
You may imbue your hands, melee weapons, or tools with spirit energy.
Dude, you're fucking a cutter, dude. I
Yeah,
tell
do
you.
you think you want to fight me on Spider? You're not a spider.
The fight would have been fun.
It would have been fun.
Just take us back to the side, bros.
You're just gonna be bartering, and I'm just gonna try to do.
Jack is
puppet
going
show.
to be the what's the black guy's name?
Like the characters have really cool special abilities. Also,
What's his name
Grim.
in the podcast? That's Jack.
Oh,
The black guy in the
black
podcast.
guy?
That's
Yeah,
Jack.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Jack. 100%. That's Jack.
He plays exact. Jack. I can see Jack doing the exact voice.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing. He's
Oh,
doing the same exact thing.
Abu,
yeah. That's Jack, 100%.
Abu,
Abu, yeah.
Yeah, he's Abu.
That's Jack.
Hey, you guys know he got cast in something big recently that we watched.
did he?
Game of the House of Dragons.
Yeah, House of Dragons. He got a role in House of Dragons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Was it? in
By the
Blade?
way, Blades in the Dark
Blades in the Dark.
GCP is coming back for summer.
I cannot fucking wait.
I wonder if
I
I was
didn't
gonna be in it or not. They're recording right now, so I don't know who's actually in it, but yeah, take a look at the special abilities. Anything that seems vague is probably vague on purpose, meaning we can play with it, how it works. Everything else on, like, a lot of stuff on the sheets are vague, like your friends, your contacts, the loadouts, all this kind of stuff. There's more detail about the things in here, but not much more.
The only thing I had a question on, do you know what special armor is?
Yeah, you probably, are you talking about the item? Is it on the right-hand side of the sheet?
Armor
I don't
uses.
think you get. I don't know if you get to start with it or not.
Is it on
But
the right-hand side of your sheet?
there is an armor, but it's not special armor.
Yeah, so it's different.
Yeah. So if we don't get to start with it, I don't know.
Where did you read special armor?
It's on the Spider Mastermind thing. That's the one thing I had a question on.
Spider Mastermind, let's see.
You may expend your special armor to protect your teammates or push yourself to gather more information or work on a long-term project. But what is special armor?
There's armor uses in the middle of that page.
If we read the details on the creating the character, there's probably something that says, we could probably Google it here with the Discord bot too. So it's another special armor is a specific thing in Blades in the Dark used for resistance rolls. So when you roll a resistance roll, you could use your special armor to negate something. So if you're combining that with what it says here for the spider, instead of using for a resistance roll, you would use it to help a teammate, basically, or to push yourself. Yeah, so
Like I said,
so special armor is like another consumable to be used when you roll resistance rolls. So anytime I say some fuck you stuff, you get fucked. You always have a chance to roll a resistance roll. It just costs you stress. So it's just managing those resources we talked about again. It costs you stress, but in this case, you could use another option for resistance roll is expending special armor, which happens once per score if I remember. And then yours is saying you can use yours for someone else basically.
Okay.
So if someone else needs to roll a resistance roll instead of them, they already use their special armor, you can use yours for them instead. Like a support ability basically.
I see.
Yeah. Give up your special armor for someone else to use it. And that could be anything like, you know, like we define what it actually is. You know, do you carry a Bible in your pocket? You know,
I
we
was
can-
reading it.
we
It's
can
very like
define.
valuable. Okay, cool. I'm excited.
I'm excited to do these characters and I'll try to get us some options to work on. Without knowing the characters, it will be half-fledged, but I could come up with something. Come up with something to play with.
A score.
Maybe a little mini score, maybe. Or maybe a big downtime. Maybe you guys just get some free buffs and we get some story going on. I don't know. I'll have to decide. But we can go. It's late. I kept everybody late.
All right, guys.
Blame the Lakers for losing, making us go late and
Yep.
drink.
Do you want
Yeah.
me to run the sound, Ray? Because you're gonna be GMing.
If you want.
Yeah.
You want me to give you like login
looking-
to Sirenscape?
Yeah,
Or you
let
want
me
to run the
look
sound
up how to
somewhere else?
do- No, Sirenscape is fine. 'cause we
Okay,
all
I'll
have
send you
like-
the login.
Okay.
Cool. That's one thing off my to-do
Yeah.
list.
You don't
Oh
have to be
yeah.
running the sound.
Yeah, brother.
Oh
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Can I get one duck before we leave?
Tuck.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye guys.